And we're live on radio, on video, and they probably heard me say what I just said. And here we go. Hey, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Welcome to the Just for Run radio show in the morning.
It feels like Wednesday.
Oh, stop, Steve.
Actually, no, it feels like my Monday because
Stop, Steve.
Can I just look at you and say it might as well be Wednesday since we're not working 2 days out of the week?
Why are you
Sure.
wearing makeup?
Okay, do you not get that, Denise? Denise, how many days are we working this week?
3.
And is today the middle day?
Yes.
Okay. So for me and Mike, this would be our hump day.
Hump day. Guess what day
For
it
you,
is.
it's your Monday.
Guess what day it is. Guess what day it is.
I don't want
Guess
I'm
what day
going to
it
have to play that, right?
is. Guess what day it is.
What?
Hump day. Why do you have makeup on? We're a radio program.
Because I had it on for the show at Eddie's Attic last night and
Oh, so
I didn't
So
want to
she-
shut it off.
She went out hookering
yeah,
and
so
didn't
you-
clean her face.
So this is like Tuesday morning slut.
Michael,
You notice from the corners of her mouth up, still has last night's makeup, but from the corner of her mouth down, it's fresh to clean.
Oh my God.
shut up.
That's horrible. Yeah.
It's bad. My kids are sitting right here.
And but if you wouldn't have pointed that out, they would have had no clue
I was
what I
about to
was
say,
saying.
You know what's really worse is they understood.
The fact that none of them have a clue and you're pointing it out.
She's over there
Grr.
shaking her head no.
See? Listen, I have kids. I know how to talk or they have no clue what I'm talking about. Hey, I can walk in the kitchen and ask for a Pop-Tart. My damn kids don't even know what I'm talking about. I can have a conversation with my wife and they go, what the hell is he saying? And she goes, I understand. Just go back to what you're doing. I can send text message and only the Just for Fun people really know what I'm saying because y'all
No,
read enough
no.
of my crap.
No, we really don't sometimes. We really
90% of the time we can decipher what it is.
Sometimes it's bad.
You break out your Cracker Jack decoder ring.
Sometimes it's really bad.
You know, the bad thing is if, and this is going to be just totally asinine for me to say, but can you imagine if you ever get pulled over and the cops like seize your phone and start reading your phone and they just assume through what they're reading on your phone from me that I'm like sending you some terroristic coordinates to bomb the Capitol or something. And you go, no, he just types that way.
Well, me and a friend of mine.
It's not a bomb.
Me and a friend of mine, he's a retired command sergeant major, and whenever we text to each other, we're always doing the stuff from Team America. So we're always going jihad, jihad, Muhammad,
Oh,
Muhammad,
yeah,
Durka,
that's
Durka.
stupid today.
So can you imagine? I never thought about that. Wow, the FBI's
Yeah.
probably like, they're at it again.
That's right.
Yeah. So
Probably.
yeah, we're doing that yesterday.
Yeah, you might want to be careful with that.
They're
know-
watching you.
You know
And what
that-
if they have a new program that flags crap on cell phones that you're not aware of?
Well, I don't have any poop on my cell phone.
Oh my God, you know what I'm talking
Well, you know what? Sometimes if you pull your pants down and
Too fast.
yeah,
Yeah.
and you can, yeah. So how are y'all?
about. Denise,
I'm just wondering if Steph has gotten her cat out of the tree.
so you were in Johnny's basement and Eddie's attic last night.
No,
Tell me how that turned out for
no,
you.
Does one know you're moonlighting?
no.
Okay.
Well, only one involved a moon,
Oh my Lord.
So yes.
and it wasn't in the attic.
Whoa. Could have been.
She was in Johnny's basement and then over there behind
Did
Jeff's remodel garage or something.
dang man, that's just hard times. It's
Well,
hard
you know, he does restoration on cars. She's trying to get her rear end fixed.
Oh my
Hey, that
God.
was good, man. That was quick. Right.
I mean, didn't you read the catch slogan on his car? It says, I'll just knock the rust right off that bumper. Then next to it said something about kicking the dirt off the tires. I don't know.
There was something about
Are y'all done yet?
There's something about polishing chrome
Something
pitch
like
walls.
that.
Yeah. Or
Rear end alignment, something,
Yeah.
something along the lines of
I
that.
don't need no alignment.
they're blowing up cars.
Yeah, something like that.
Burning your lips on the muffler, that kind of stuff.
Something about a
I'm just
stinky
jealous.
exhaust. I mean,
We're just jealous. Yeah. Big peanut butter
look,
jealousy sandwich.
if we were really that jealous, we'd go get locked up.
Yeah, really.
Because then
hey, the day's still early.
we would know how you felt.
Oh Lord. Oh my God.
So, how did your trip go last night since you've not bothered to jump in on that conversation yet?
I
You
was waiting
know,
until you guys were done.
we were just
we'll never be done.
we were just keeping dead air from being in existence.
No. I was waiting for y'all to be done. Anyway.
Well, you're not supposed to. You're supposed to treat it just like you at the summer camp in a sleeping bag. You're just supposed to jump in.
God.
Hey, kids, y'all want a couple monsters? A couple energy drinks?
Look at Ty.
It's like, hell yeah. Glasses fogged up. Oh, yeah.
Then no.
You know, Alex cleaned his glasses. You should really get you a cleaning cloth.
I thought we had some over
We
there.
have
I need to
some-
come up with
they,
I left some over there when I got
Yeah.
fired last time.
Oh my God.
The fact he just says that like it's no big deal.
What, like twice, 3 times now.
Well, there's
I know
bets,
you keep
there's
sliding it
bets
in.
going on, right?
There's what?
There's-
Bets going
there's a
on.
po-
When
Do
the
we
next-
need to get a dry erase board? and put
No,
the
we don't
squares
wanna put
in.
it up there because you'll be trying to freaking calculate it. and work it out.
I'll be trying to. I'll try to get a bet snuck in under D's name over there so I can win.
Yeah, everybody bought squares.
Me and D's nuts over here get all up on there and make a good bet, and I'll make sure I start a fight on that day. The problem is we'll be like high-fiving and Mike's peeping through the sliding glass door going, I knew they had this plan.
Okay, come back in. You're back.
I'm paying in Bitcoins.
Hey, right now would take that because in 10
Jeez.
years, who knows where those will be.
Well, they say it's going to go over 600 in
See.
2016. It's already right at like 350. That's crazy, dude.
You know, and as strange as this is, I have a PayPal account.
Mhm.
And I don't know why I feel more secure using my PayPal, but now when I'm ordering stuff, if it gives me the option of PayPal, I will allow it to only use PayPal because I don't want to give them my credit card number.
And I use PayPal Credit. Have you seen that?
Mm-mm.
PayPal Credit, 0 interest rate, 0 payments for
So you
6
just
months.
pay down some money, or
Is that kind of like a finger hut thing?
No,
No.
it's PayPal Credit. I mean,
we explain it for those who don't know what you're talking about.
it's a credit account with PayPal. It's,
So what do you prepay it?
No, not at all. If here, I'll bring something up and it'll say, PayPal, and that, you have to have money loaded in your PayPal account. But now the new thing is PayPal Credit, and it's just like a credit card, but it's all self-contained within PayPal.
Okay.
Yeah, I love it.
It's just I just find that it seems to be a little safer because I'm not having to enter any more numbers.
Yeah, plus I have never once ever spoken to a person at PayPal. You see what I'm saying?
You ever had any issues? to
Never
have to
had
call
one
them?
single.
I've never had a
issue.
problem with them.
I have transferred money from overseas. I've transferred money. A friend of mine, was having he was a disabled vet. And he was having trouble paying his bills. I was helping him out. Hit it, and then when he was,
I just
paying me
thought about
back,
that. When I need to transfer my daughter some money, I could just do
there's
PayPal
no
to pay
charge.
count.
My brother was
Crap.
gonna
I wasn't
help
thinking
do
about that.
Yeah,
for
there's
me.
like no.
Well, my
charge.
mother has her account set up. I can't do it, but she can send money to my account. So anytime I ever need to like do something real fast for Emmy,
Yeah.
I can text her and go, "Hey, Emmy needs blah 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 blah," and she shoots it into my account.
Right.
Of course, I can't pay my mother back that way. I have to go give my mother back cash. But then with my daughter, there's been times that Emmy needs something, and it's like, oh crap, and I have to call my mom, and my mama transfer it into Emmy's account.
Right.
But I'm still not able to do that. So
Yeah.
what I need to do is through PayPal. I know Emmy has that.
Yeah.
I can just shoot her some money into PayPal.
Yeah,
Now, me and my
works
brother
like
have the
charm.
same bank. So
How do you
when
collect out of PayPal, though?
it transfers out of your account,
And-
into your account
Right.
from the PayPal account.
So it would go from the PayPal into her checking account.
Mhm.
Or
And
she
she
can
has
have a
it
PayPal
set up.
Well,
Yeah,
she has a PayPal, but what I'm saying is if she needs cash.
She can just transfer it right to an account and ATM it out.
Okay.
But here's the thing
that's
is,
the question.
You guys know this. Don't use ATMs. Go to CVS, go to Walmart, and get cash back when you do your,
Yes.
your
To pay the
purchase.
I need to do that more
because
often.
if you, I'm ringing up $300-400 a year.
Well, you
in
know what I
ATM
found
fees.
is the Quick Trip. It's $3 to use it and $3 from my bank. So it costs me $6.
$6.
Well,
get your own
we
money.
do that.
But if you look at it this way, it's the bank up here at the corner of Old Salem and Salem.
Mhm.
My wife has to use that bank. And I'm actually going to go up there and I'm going to make a YouTube and throw their name on YouTube because where the ATM is very unsafe. My wife
Big
says
time.
every time she feels like she's getting money, she thinks I'm fixing to get mugged because the parking lot is so stupid. There's woods in the back. They should put up a privacy fence, and the lazy asses won't do it.
And that's
So,
a sucko
I'm
neighborhood, too.
fixing to. I'm going to use the powers that be. I'm going to use the fact that I have the ability to share it and break the news on the fact that there's people getting screwed up on Salem Road, and that right there is a target.
Well,
Get-
and they're gonna wait until something happens.
They're
to
gonna
do
wait till something happens.
No, there's a law. There's a law. Call Georgia Power, I believe, and get them to do a courtesy light. They go out there and they check the lighting.
Yeah, I used to do that with Publix. You go
Okay.
out there and you have to have
so many lumens. At night.
Yes,
Yeah.
it reads your light levels and it reads the looms.
Yep.
And if it's not registered to the right,
because I got busted at
because
AMF.
ATMs are supposed to supply huge lights in front of the
Yes,
ATMs
sir,
now.
they
That's
are.
why I had to do it for Publix because they got busted for
Yeah.
not doing it back in '99.
Well, that's why I love USAA, because even if you go to an ATM and originally it's taken out, they will refund the ATM fees.
Everybody can't go to USAA. We're special. I'm special. Hell, I'm so
We
special.
know
I get
that.
to park up front. I got a little thing hanging from my window and everything. It's a booger, but still.
It's a burger. It's a large booger so big that it has a handicap symbol on it.
Oh my God. At least I don't disrespect myself so much I don't argue back with myself. Come on. I blew it.
You know
I
that
blew
was
it.
good. You gotta read it right if you're gonna
dang
read it.
I was trying to throw it in there. This was great yesterday.
Look, we're at 7:47 now. I almost said 7:46.
Well, it says that.
I want to read this because I didn't have time to make the commercial this morning, and I have to find a way. When it comes to commercials, you only have 30 seconds. I mean, and technically, when you do a commercial, you're supposed to name the business 3 times. Up in the first third, the middle third, and the last third of the 30 seconds. And people have no clue how long 30 seconds really is when you're trying to read. So this is from Rich Archer this morning. This right here is about something that is happening at Country Rock in Athens. So it has New Year's Eve bash at Country Rocks. Friends, I'm telling you that Country Rock is going to be the place to be. And I'm telling you, it's got all the information. It just ain't flowing very good to try to do it in 30 seconds. But right here is Thursday night, December 1st. Doors open at 7 p.m. 2 great bands. Opening night is the Cochran Road Band, followed by the Daniel Lee Band. They've got the largest dance floor in Athens. They're going to be shaking in 2015. They're going to shake it loose, bring in the 2016. 2 great bands, large dance floors. They're going to have a breakfast after midnight, all for the cost of $20. $20 gets you in to do the whole night, the 2 bands, the free breakfast. You can't just beat that deal. You can go ahead and get tickets are available online at Country Rock. And this also is an 18 and older event. So now I got to figure out how to try to squeeze that in to be like, la, 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 in 30 seconds.
You can do it.
I'm going to try.
We
to
have
do
faith
it.
in you.
You can do it.
And then also because it's not causing any issues with my sponsors, we're going to have the Cochran Road Band, which is one of the Just for Fun supporters, and we support them. They support us. That's going to be out at Country Rock New Year's Eve night. We are going to be at the Social House doing the drag show that night. Mike, are you going to dress up this time?
I don't do New Year's Eve out. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't deal with it. I would go to jail because I have zero tolerance for drunk idiots.
Well, you'll be in the bus.
Yeah, you'll see me.
You'll be dressed up.
No, but I mean, literally, if you wanted to, I'm just throwing that as an offer.
You could go into the glass going.
You could go from the bus into the show for a few minutes and go back to the bus and watch TV or whatever. But I'm just throwing it out there.
Anytime drag queens there, I'm going to have to be with them.
Anytime you want to do that, the bus is always available. And then I don't have the piece of paper in front of me, but the skating ring on Salem Road behind the karate place, they're doing a dance of the decades. There will not be any roller skating because there will be drinking involved. So they're not gonna want people drunk on roller skating.
That would be awesome to watch, though.
It would some 13-year-old pimply face kid. Hey, pull over.
It'd kill the pain though. Doc, and he shot a Jock Daniels. I hurt my hip when I fell.
Did you just say Jock Daniels?
Yes,
No,
I did.
You did.
I'm trying to make fun of a drunk person.
You said Jock.
I'm making fun of a drunk. Why do y'all gotta always stop the funny?
Because you're making fun of a,
No, I'm saying, hey man, he shot Jack. Y'all could kill a fucking funeral. And I dropped the F-bomb. I'm apologizing. Thank God it's 7:50. Y'all could just ruin an ice cream on a cold day. I'm like blown away at the level of
disrespect. Say it.
Oh my God. I'm trying to be funny and you want to try to correct somebody. That's like Steph trying to tell me how to pronounce something. That is so stupid that it's pathetic. This woman has a cat in the damn tree and she's crying about it.
Alex told her how to get it down.
Can I just tell y'all something? Cats have been getting in trees since the little bastards have learned how to climb a tree.
Right.
In the book of
I'm
Mark,
scared
it says Jesus said, "My cat's stuck in the tree."
I can tell you how to get the tree down. Go get the chainsaw.
She's like, I'm scared the hawk is gonna get it. Let it.
Yeah.
It's called Mother Nature.
Called a bird of prey.
Mother Nature, man.
Circle of life.
And I said it, Mother Nature at its finest.
I said, hose it down.
No, you
like,
said set it on fire.
Were you talking about a sex life with a cat?
Well, garden
Or
hose,
both.
so, yeah, pretty much close.
So yeah,
But I said, set the tree on fire. I just figured that would work.
Get the firemen out there to get it.
Firemen ain't gonna come out there for no nonsense like
we
that.
need a
If it's on
paintball
fire.
gun.
Yeah.
Listen, I used to give my neighbor's dog paintball therapy once a day. My neighbor's
Paintball
dog.
therapy.
Here's how I look at stuff. At my old house, I had a fence that went around my property. My neighbors attached their fence to my fence, and their dogs were all the time raising hell on my fence, trying to climb under my fence, dig under my fence. I went over and said, listen, A, I'm sick of hearing your dogs bark, but B, you're on my property. Your dogs are on my property trying to dig under my fence. My fence is to hold my dogs. You need to put up your own fence. I said, because I'm going to tell you this one more time. When your dogs come up to my fence and they start running up and down my fence barking and trying to dig under my fence, I will do what I feel necessary to shut them up. Is that a threat? And I said, don't be standing in the backyard when I unload. So I walk out there. I take my Spider TL, screw my 20-ounce tank on there, loaded it up with frozen paintballs, and I unloaded on that Basset Hound and that Labrador. There's nothing better than watching a pink paintball semi-frozen blow up on the rib cage of a dang oh yeah. She come home and said, why is there paint all over my vinyl siding? I went, casualty of war, honey.
Yeah. It's water-based.
It washes
You
right
can wash
off.
it off.
It's
Yeah.
water-based.
Yeah, man.
Oh.
Paintball therapy, I think, is perfect. It washes away, it disintegrates.
I don't think I think I've shot a paintball one time, like a paintball gun one time.
Really?
Man, I love paintballs. That's whole new little round rubber BB crap airsoft. Forget that, man. I want some paintball.
But they leave bruises, don't they?
What?
Oh, yeah.
Paintballs.
Well, it depends on how you play. Like
It depends.
with us, I don't like sweating. And you can't put on protective gear and not sweat unless you do what we did and play 32 and below. And I don't mean age bracket. I mean
Right.
32 degrees and below.
Yeah.
We would be in the woods dressed in our real tree camo, and it's wintertime. There's no leaves. The leaves are all on the ground. You know, you're crawling. I mean, it's full-blown war.
Mhm.
And you didn't, and on top of that, we have the paintball guns cranked as high as they can go.
Oh.
So when you get hit with a semi-frozen paintball,
Yeah.
you know your age
And
just
you
got
know
lit.
for a couple of days.
But the benefit is you know what it meant. You didn't have any kamikazes. You didn't have anybody like when you
Suicide bombers.
right when you played in the summertime. You had them guys that just run out and just dare you to shoot at them. When it's 32 below, 32 and below, nobody was jumping out behind trees trying to be all diehard Bruce Willis. These boys, everybody was playing like it was real bullets because nobody wanted to get hit. I got hit in my throat. I didn't wear throat protection this one time. I went and bought throat protection that afternoon. This one boy believed the more he shot, the more his odds of hitting somebody was increased. And he always bought the cheapest paintballs that would spin left and right and stuff like that. They'd never shoot straight. So he figured if I just unload, I'm bound to hit something. I just happened to stick my head out from around the tree. When I did, he hit me right on my Adam's apple.
Bet you that made you choke for a minute.
Oh, yeah. I come out of my outfit, man, because I couldn't breathe. It hurt. But went and got protection that afternoon. Throat protection. That was big old neoprene type bandana with a bunch of padding around it. It goes right over your Adam's apple.
Yeah, we used to play in Germany when we were in the military.
I love it.
Oh, yeah. Cold.
I mean, it's more expensive, but it's just 10 times more fun.
Do people even use those yard, like where they have this, whatever they call it?
Oh, yeah, one of those.
Yeah.
What the hell are
I
you
use
talking
that
Where
about?
they go, you have one right up between
So you mean a paintball place
like,
where you can go
Yeah.
an event place, whatever? They do. There's one in Stockbridge. not Stockbridge, but Henry County, McDonough. That one's badass.
Is
that was nice.
I know there's one up on 138 too.
Yeah, no, 130. I just don't ever see people there, but the one in McDonough, man, you see people there a lot.
Well, you know the thing
we should go and have a just for fun shootout.
We didn't when we were doing it. We didn't have any of the. I mean, there's some that shoot like 30 balls a second. Man, they're just like like a stream of balls. We didn't have that.
She's got a string of balls.
You didn't hear me laugh.
She did snicker. We didn't have those. We all had single shot stuff, and that made it a lot better. We used to have to go get your flag, and it wasn't like capture the flag.
Right.
Like one team against one team. Everybody's against each other, and you had to go get your flag from a different spot. And people used to like camp, and it was fun till you got shot.
Do you miss doing it?
No. I'm too old now.
I miss it, but as bad off as I am physically from all the stupid stuff.
You'd be complaining for like 2 weeks afterwards.
Yeah. Man, you know what it is? It's because I've done so many stupid, crazy things. But I was thinking the other day when I was driving down the road, if anybody really looks at their life, can they really say the words, "I have lived my life to the fullest"? Because I know I can.
Right.
I mean, I've cheated death way too many times, but I can honestly say I have lived my life to the extreme. I mean, I was an adrenaline junkie. That's why I kept doing everything I did as long as I did and got away with it as long as I did. I mean, I've done it until I can't do it anymore. I mean, you think about when I first started rappelling, we were jumping off of friggin' electrical towers, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And then once I started being good at it and becoming an electrician, I mean, I've rappelled off of friggin' chemical tanks, the front of Planet Hollywood, over behind Tattletales. There's this huge billboard that's next to the expressway, and I've rappelled off of that right there in front of everybody on 85. Up at Red Top Mountain, there was the largest billboard in Georgia that's 350 feet off the ground. I got pictures of it. I rappelled off of it. I mean, I've done all the crazy stuff I could possibly. The potato at Mount Yonah. I mean, dude, I went off the potato like it was nothing.
Cause you do the mashed potato.
Man, I mean, you think of if you talk about living, I've lived.
You said, I gotta look that up. What is that? The potato at
it's a big boulder at Mount Yonah, which you can't go off anymore, but it's where the Rangers used to learn how to rappel.
Yep.
So
where is Mount Yonah?
Outside of Helen, Cleveland, Georgia.
Camp Potato.
But like when I had my Ninja, I was racing a Corvette, and I was roughly 160 to 180 when I was on 285, and I went under Glenwood Road. I'd already smoked the friggin' vet at that point, but I let off the gas at Glenwood. Without giving gas, I went under Covington Highway. And before I got to Memorial Drive, I just barely had to give it some gas when I got off the exit to haul ass down Memorial because I knew I was fixing to get busted by the cops. I mean, if you name it, I've already done it. I mean, we used to sit at Hooters on Memorial Drive, and here I was with this old crotch rocket and all these people talking about these new bikes, this, the new bikes, that, and how they would smoke me on mine. And I said, well, I'll race whenever you want. They said, well, let's go down on 285. I said, anybody can go fast on 285. I said, that's Memorial Drive right there. I'll bet you the motorcycle right now. I'll give you my motorcycle if you beat me. I bet you, me and you go get on Memorial Drive, and I'll get to Kmart before you get to Kmart. He's like, but that's Memorial Drive. I went, well, what's a little obstacle course?
That's right.
If anybody can run 100 on 285, let's run 100 in traffic. And they're like, no, dude, you're crazy. I won't do that. And I went, okay, bro. I just thought, if you'd like to bet a motorcycle and you want to be a badass, show it off. And they can't stand when you call them on their bluff.
I know I had a Ninja 600R, one of the first year.
Yeah.
The red, it was actually red, white, and blue, but
that's what mine was originally. That was called
that
was called the GPX. It's before they physically named it the Ninja, but that's what mine was.
It was
exactly.
So funny.
And mine was the 600R. Exactly.
I gave my insurance company at the time, USA, I gave them the VIN number, and they came back and they went, oh, the Ninja. And I was like, no. And they're like, does it say Ninja on the side of it? And I'm like, yeah, but it's not really called that yet.
Yeah, they tried to do that to me. I made my insurance company because on the title it said GPX.
Yeah.
So they had to knock the insurance down because it was not classified a Ninja. And they said, but it says it on there. And I said, my title says GPX, and your book does not say the GPX is the Ninja.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I tried.
Yes.
So it was pretty cool. It was a lot of fun.
And do you see how it swings in narrow at the bottom?
Yeah.
I jumped off and spun like the stripe would spin down a candy cane. I spun doing circles, and I didn't land right. And where I was supposed to go feet into the rock, I went back into the rock and smacked my head. So I was, 60 feet off the ground with a concussion.
Bonus round.
I hit the bottom of that like, woo, but I'd already jumped it like 10 times. That time that I smacked my head, I did like the Die Hard. I ran and jumped like I had a parachute on, and that's when I ended up smacking my head.
What if there is, okay, we were talking about, could you say you live your life to the fullest? Obviously, D hasn't said anything, so we know the answer.
Yeah, we know.
Mine, I'm really.
Hey, before we go any further, let me, because I want to cover that, but since we're just saying repelling, Jeff Mathias says Little Richard repels off every chair he sits in. Joe Leeper, let me get down to his real quick. He said, oh, I miss Mount Yonah. Wish it was still accessible. Yes, because the last year we were there, they had just privatized the road, and we were up top, and these white Broncos,
I was about to say,
came up there and threatened handcuffs to make us get off the mountain. Yeah.
Yeah, because those boys... you were on military reservation at that point.
And listen, really? He's just talking about the climb called the Orgasm around the corner. When we were up there, me and my dad and them kept walking up. Me and my brother went to the right. So we walk out and we're in the clouds.
Ain't it cool?
So we couldn't see how off the ground we were. And I looked up and he looked up and I said, man, let's climb these rocks. So without ropes or nothing, we just start climbing. We get up, take a little bit of a breather, look around, still in the clouds, keep on climbing. Take a little break, still in the clouds. All of a sudden, we hear my dad and my stepmom, hey, what's happening? And we went, hey, we was climbing to the top. They said, you're at the top. So we're sitting there like, wow, we didn't know. All of a sudden, the clouds broke, and you could see this big lumber yard and everything else. I was like, holy cow, if we would have slipped, holy Carlito, it would have been bad.
Isn't it
bad? Bet you puckered up real quick. You're like,
yeah, but we were just climbing like it wasn't done because you couldn't see how high you were.
There's so many things that you do, and then you look back.
Exactly. You look back behind you and go, did I really do that?
What the heck was I thinking?
Yeah. So go on with what you were saying. I didn't try to take away from it.
No, what I was just saying is we were talking about, have you lived a full life? If you look back on it and you say, I did pretty good. Give it kind of a percentage and all that other stuff. But okay, so now we're talking about it. So what is it that you wish you had have done? I'm sure that
the only
grammar. Alex will correct
the
me.
only things right now
wanker.
I can say I still wish I have done. I wish I would have seen the Grand Canyon by now. I wish I would have done a cruise by now. I wish I'd been to the Florida Keys by now. And the greatest of all is I wish I would have rappelled off Stone Mountain.
Really?
Because my dad.
Did they ever let anybody rappel off Stone Mountain?
My dad was one of the very first originals. My dad created the rescue team. My real father, in the 70s, created the rescue team that went down Stone Mountain. And I never knew for sure because I was just a kid. But my mom said it was crazy because my dad pulled up in a Jeep, straight up Army fatigues. He was the cops, a bunch of guys with M16s hanging out the back of the Jeep. And they all pulled up and then drove everybody took the pictures and then they drove the Jeep up to the top of the mountain and went off the face of the mountain.
There used to
It was like a big deal in the 70s because nobody had done it yet.
Right.
There used to be a Stone Mountain rappelling like day outing. I think they might still have it, man. It was generally for like corporations for team building.
Right.
But, so you could maybe meet that one.
Yeah, I've always.
We can team build it just for.
Now, I've been on top of tower cranes. You know what a tower crane is?
Yeah.
It looks like an L.
Yeah.
Because it turns and picks material up. Now, I've been on top of those that are on top of skyscrapers.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
Oh, hell no.
I mean, you name it. I'm telling you, I had no fear. I mean, I was going to die.
Yeah.
Back then, I didn't care. Well, so what?
You don't even
I was
You're
willing.
like I'm going out with a bang.
That's
if I
right.
do.
Well, that's what I always said. If I'm going out, I'm going out in style.
Yeah.
And you name it, I did it. And now I look back and go, wow, I'm surprised I lived through some of the things I lived
Everything he
through.
looks back on, he was like, dang.
Yeah.
But at the time, I was like, yeah, baby, come on.
For a very long period of my life there was the mentality was I didn't say no to anything.
That's me. I never thought I'd make it to 40 because I was, man, I was crazy. And I don't mean crazy stupid. I mean, I was all about, I wanted to know that I lived.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be one of these people that, excuse me, played it safe every day and then looks back at 50 and go, man, I wish I would have drove with the top down on the car.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
Now, the big thing for me is I was pursuing, I was 24, 25, 26, and I was in flight school and all that other stuff. And the Army has, the Warrant Officer program has an astronaut program. And I really wish I would have pursued that harder. I really do. Because now I look back and I go, I wish I would have been an astronaut.
So that's, but how about smaller scale? What did you like me? There's still one thing I wanted. I mean, I probably got a list of stuff I want to do, but my brother and my cousin did this and I've always wanted to do it, but I don't know. As I'm older, I don't have the trust, but they both put on bulletproof vest and went out in the backyard and they shot each other.
God, don't do that.
No.
I've got one if you want to, but I ain't going to be.
No.
I always wanted to get shot with a bulletproof vest.
I'll bring my vest in.
The problem
you can
is,
take your chances.
the problem is if the damn thing just happens to not work. That's the only problem.
Nope.
Smaller scale.
Jeff Matthias, you still are crazy.
Yeah. Smaller scale. My brother was kind of
I mean, you know, not like wish you would have become, but like some place that you know you want to see or
I mean, I've been all over. I mean, other than, you know, Arctica.
I mean, I would love
Antarctica.
to be able to say, I would love to do, like, I would love to walk up and be at the real deal when I say this. Like those ESPN type situations where they're doing the hot dog eating contest. I know I could never stand a chance of winning against these people, but just to be on stage and say I did it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like you said, I've never been on a cruise.
So
I want to go on a cruise.
Oh man, cruises are pretty dead blame awesome.
And I think I would, and I mean, of course, I'd like to go to the Caribbean, Bahamas, whatever. But I think I'd rather go to like Alaska and do one of those.
I know. Now that's scenic, and you got to be into that type of scenery because when you go out on deck, it's going to be good.
I mean, how about, and I know this is going to trigger something on you, so don't let it trigger you. But how about laying in a 10-foot swimming pool with like 300 snakes, just to have a picture of that taken?
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Two things I want to comment about. Last night, Dieter and I were on the phone talking, and we were talking about going.
I mean, that'd make a cool
cruise.
picture.
She and I said, hey, in the spring, let's go down to Destin. Let's see the dolphins. I want to pet a dolphin, right? Play with a dolphin. She said, okay, if you'll keep the sharks away. Now, you guys know how I feel about deep sea stuff, right? I don't.
Well, the good thing is if the dolphins are there, the sharks aren't.
Yeah. Well, get this. When she was a kid, and she's listening right now, when she was a kid, she was like out on a raft at Cocoa Beach. And a shark got around her. The lifeguards were pulling everybody out of the water, and she was stuck on a raft with a shark circling around her.
Oh, man.
Can you imagine?
Okay, well, then let me tell you this one.
That's freaking cool.
So me and my ex-wife was at the beach. My in-laws were keeping the baby because Emmy was like, I don't know, 6, 8 months old at the time. So me and her each of us have a float, you know, just like what you lay on in a pool. We're at Mexico Beach. We get in the water. We're just kind of floating around, not really thinking about anything. We fell asleep.
That's what she did. Yeah, that's what she said.
I'm holding my right hand out, holding her left hand. So there's a gap between the two floats, right? We heard, and a wave hit our hand. We both jumped and looked at each other, and it was a dolphin that went up between the two of us.
Oh, no.
And then we saw dolphins everywhere. But then we leaned up and looked, and we're like 300 yards off the friggin' sand.
Nah.
Apparently the tide was pulling us out.
Oh yeah, it'll do.
So we're trying to paddle back, and as unbelievable as this is, the dolphins kind of were hanging out with us because I was freaking the hell out. Because at this point, you're 30, 60, 80, 100 feet deep. You have no idea what's underneath you.
And it ain't got to be that deep.
That's my point. That's my point.
We did that.
It could be orca. It could be It could be a sand shark. It could be a freaking jellyfish. It could be.
What? Did you hear what she brought up?
A sperm whale.
She's hung up on that. I know.
Oh my God! Whatever.
Sperm whale can eat people. Go ahead.
Down in
money
Florida.
Per kid.
Shut up.
It's not per kid per pay.
So
per
see,
bed.
I want to think of like the things that I've done, like me and Jeff Matthias one time. This guy that used to live with us, Marshall. Marshall was one of these guys that would tell fibs. I'm all about telling you true stories. If you don't believe them, you don't believe them. That's your business. But I ain't gonna lie to you to make you like me.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie to you just to try to make you smile. Well, Marshall was that guy. Marshall would just say anything. So Marshall kept bragging about cow tipping. And I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? He says, when a cow's asleep, you go knock it over. I went, most cows that are asleep are already on the ground, dumb. No, I'm telling you, this works. We used to go pick mushrooms. I'm like, okay. So I call my granddad. I say, hey, granddaddy, me and Marshall and Jeff are coming down to hunt this weekend. But like, look, man, Marshall wants to go cow tipping. He goes, that damn effing idiot. He said, don't he know they're already asleep? I went, I'm just saying. He said, well, you just hit the horn when you pull in the driveway. I said, okay. So we get down to Watkinsville. I hit the horn. The headlights hit the front of his house. He meets us outside. I turned my truck to the field, turned the headlights off, of course, and turned the truck to the field. We got this little bitty flashlight. Marshall, there's 4 runs of barbed wire. Marshall has to get on his belly to go under the lower one, and he gets out in the field. And as he's walking, we took this flashlight, and it's me, Jeff, and my grandfather standing there. Marshall's on that side of the fence. We took the flashlight and waved the light so you saw the eyes. And I said, you see them little one right there? Go knock that one over.
Hey, man.
So he runs out. As he gets closer, he's looking at these eyes that are about waist high, what he thinks is a calf. As he gets closer, I pulled the switch to the friggin' headlights. And when I did, this bull was nearly 2,000 pounds, stood up. We all go to laughing, and all you hear is his right foot stomp the ground a couple times, and he's slinging snot up in the air. And Marshall stood there for a good second and went,
scared.
Ah! And he took off running. The bull came after him. It was going to gouge him with the damn horn. Marshall landed on his stomach like he was sliding into home plate to get under that damn fence. I can't believe y'all did that. My grandfather almost had a heart attack laughing so hard. Jeff Matthias was laughing so hard. I'm laughing so hard. I can't remember if Michael Almond was with us or not, but we were all laughing so damn much. And that is a memory that I'll never be able to get rid of. That is one of the highlights of my life, was watching that.
That's sad.
But that's the kind of stuff I'm like, man, I've lived it. I want to live it to the fullest.
Yeah. I tell you, it's pretty crazy. One of the things that I regret not doing was when my brother was my oldest brother. He was working his way up the chain at Napa Auto Parts, Genuine Parts.
Mm-hmm.
And they were going to sponsor a drag bike. And so my brother and the guy named Chris Metzger, they bring me out to the drag races. This one, I'm like 13 years old, Right. And they're like, so what do you think about that one? What do you think about that one? They're showing me this big V12. Right. And this guy's laying on it and just, doing all this stuff. And I'm like, this is the most amazing thing. Well, about 3/4 of the way through it, now we're in some bleachers and we're watching them do the complete runs. And I'm like, that's amazing. And I'm figuring out how fast they're going before they comes up on the screen. I'm doing all that kind of stuff. And then he looks at me and goes, so what do you think? I said, this is the coolest thing ever. He goes, no, we're talking about sponsoring one. Will you be the driver?
Wow.
And I just went, no, just like that. You know what? I'm 51 years old and I'm still like, damn it, man. I should have done it. I end up flying attack helicopters and all this other crap. I could have done it. I could have handled it. I always had motorcycles. This is probably the only time in my life that I haven't had a motorcycle. And that's just because.
And see, you name it. We've already been. I mean, I've been on my mean streak. And back before my face cap messed up, I was coming home from a place that we go eat on New Year's Day towards Jackson. Uh-huh. And that long stretch, Jackson back towards Stockbridge. Dude, we were on it. And I had that mean streak of mine at 160 miles an hour. And it's just like,
I got it.
You let that adrenaline kick in, and you do it.
Yeah, I tell you, you want to hear some stupid stuff. I lived about 25 miles away when I was at Fort Jackson. I was Major General Akers' bodyguard. And, when you got away, you got away. All right, so I'm cutting from Fort Jackson, South Carolina, going all the way down to where I-26 and I-20 is.
Hey, let us shoot to a commercial real quick.
Yeah,
we'll be right back.
Let's do that.
Hey, these nuts. You probably should have told us you were bringing him in so we could put Bella up. Yeah, you just walked out, didn't even tell me what you were doing. Come on, babe. She'll be okay, but it's just funny. Next time you come on, baby.
Bell.
Come on, baby.
Come here, baby.
Okay,
Daddy. I left them at home. You'll probably sit right there. Connor, that's Mike, military Mike.
Hey.
Mike,
Hey,
that's Connor.
Doing good? I wouldn't say that.
How are you?
Good.
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 Excellent.
I want to talk to you about doing some stuff. My shows are on Wednesday nights, and Alex is always drinking that swill Guinness, and I'm usually drinking a Bud out of a bottle. But maybe we put a little sign up and work something out too. Throw a growler or two up there. Yeah, it'd be fun. I have a different audience.
That was funny. You did just what Stephanie did. Or was it you or Stephanie? It just goes, I'll be back. And
she just
on and just starts walking.
No, that was Stephanie.
I saw her go out the door. I'm like, I guess I just got to take the phone. I didn't know what she was doing.
We were trying to figure out where to park in your driveway.
I scooted up. They parked behind me.
I don't know where that is.
Are you gonna be able to? Can you mic his guitar?
Yeah.
Are you sitting in the seat or are you gonna
Well,
sit
what
on
I was going to say, we'll move the brown and let him sit there when he gets ready to play.
I'll sit in the seat, but I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah, she can sit in the
He
black
does not
one.
want me to say anything.
Does you bring your mom, but you're not gonna let her talk. Wow.
Okay. I'll sit over here.
That is the best. That is hilarious.
No, because we're gonna fly.
This is professional, like having your mom at a radio.
That's right, momager.
Wow.
Well, I love you.
I need to
Wow.
watch that.
Well, that
Hey,
Katie
hey.
Wolf.
Huh?
Katie Wolf
Well,
and Dustin. Yeah.
That's what I was gonna.
Oh, I say it all the time.
I
too.
know, but because what you don't. That's why I'm laughing. I mean, it's not bad.
I don't go everywhere. Connor
Yeah.
does.
If she would just hook up with me,
I
it'd
have
be
an
so much
actual
easier.
manager. It's just my mom.
That's it. Last night at the show, he was talking about doing a mixtape, and she yelled out, she was like, "Yeah," and he was like, "Thanks, Mom."
So it's
I mean, it was a sold out show, and he's like, "Thanks, Mom," and everybody was like turning around. Hey, it sounds familiar.
Yeah, I had it set up where I was going to introduce people, but so I had no idea. I just really just cut. I was like, all right, commercial.
I was
Because I
midstream.
thought,
I was
here he is.
talking.
Tall
That's
guy,
okay.
dark clothes, and a hat.
He's gonna look like a
And
hat
you just
walking
walked
around.
him right in front of Bella. The 3 things that she eats people for. Great.
Welcome to Just for Fun, Connor.
Really good.
Yeah. Connor was in the studio.
Yeah. If you were black, you'd be dead right now. Yeah, I said it.
Yeah.
I said it.
Mike.
It's bad that he said it that way because of the way he said it. But yes,
I don't care.
tall and dark objects,
That's right.
she don't go for.
Denzel Washington come in here. That brother's
No,
gone.
one day the alarm went off.
Denzel Washington was breaking into your stuff.
Shut up. The house alarm went off. The alarm right down top, come to the door. So Crystal's like this, and the dog was trying to get to him. And he's like, "Ma'am, I need you to open the door. I need to make sure your house is safe." And she's like,
Don't you hear
"This
that?
house is totally safe. Ma'am, your alarm went off. I need to make sure that you're not being held against your will." And she says, "I can't open the door." And he's still not grabbing the comprehension of what's fixing to happen.
You he never saw the dog.
Oh, he saw her, but he
Heard
just thought
her.
it was
If
no
it was
big deal.
Bernard Daphne, I'm sure.
But my dog, you can't put a collar on her. She has no ears. So Crystal had no means to hold her.
And she can't hear either.
You remember him?
You remember him?
Yeah. He was like a football guy.
Yeah. The stadium at
And
Salem
she-
is named after him.
Really?
Yeah, he passed away a couple years back, didn't he?
It was when I was married to Chris, so it's been a good.
What I'll
10
do
years?
is, while everybody's
Yeah.
Yeah, it was because I was working at the club about 2006.
Mhm.
Wow. God, you're old, Denise.
just for fun. Come on, Pop. Android, just for fun, just for fun, just for fun.
Good morning.
What's happening?
This is Rich Archer. How are you?
Pretty good. Give it just 1 second. We're going back in just a second, and you can say good morning all over
No
again.
problem. No problem. I can do it again.
Well, that's what Sherry said.
Oh my God.
But we're not on radio. We're on video.
YouTube has a disclaimer. You have to be 21.
Yes. He said he wanted coffee.
Is Connor already in there?
Yeah, he just got here. Denise just walks him right up in here in front of the dog, and she's mad at me now because I busted her chops.
Oh my God, that stuff will kill you.
Can he hear me?
No. He's gonna come sit down in just a few seconds.
All right.
All right, everybody, we are back. We got Rich Archer on the phone.
Oh.
Yay!
Did he forward the charges to us?
Well, it did say collect call from Rockdale County.
Yay! I didn't do it, man. Come and get me.
Yeah.
Hey, Connor, awesome song, man. It's good to meet you Saturday night too.
Here, hold on. We're fixing to get him sit down.
Yeah,
Sit down and get them headphones on. Here he comes.
Yeah, say something about
I
Total
didn't know-
Entertainment Management.
I didn't know you were trying to talk to him. There you go. Go ahead.
Yeah. Good morning, Connor.
Can you hear on that? It may be
Yeah, it's
unplugged.
covered.
Everybody does
It's
that.
unplugged.
Hang on. We're having not prepared moments.
Testicle got it.
Difficulty.
Yeah, because Denise is so prepared for us. I'm going to give you hell. She just gets up and walked away from the microphone, and none of us knew what she was doing. She just like walks outside. So we thought she was like going to catch a phone call or something.
It was a late night.
I see that. Again, Eddie's attic and Johnny's
Will
basement. You
shut
need to
up
be careful
that?
about
Oh
those.
my God.
You can't do two events in one night.
Oh,
All right, we got them plugged in now.
All right. Let's take it from the top.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're live. There's no taking it to the top now. Just talk to Connor now. He's listening. We're on Jackass Radio today.
Jesus Christ.
Jackass Deep Mode. Connor, good to hear you on the radio, and it was great meeting you Saturday night over there at the Social House with the lovely Savannah Webb.
I'm happy to be here.
Awesome cover of Landslide there, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I recorded that out in Athens, Georgia, at a little studio there. I made some friends and ended up getting to shoot a little video for that, and it worked out
We're
okay.
barely hearing him on the phone. Can y'all hear him in studio?
Oh, yeah, we can hear him. on the
I'm
studio.
getting it.
We can hear him on the studio. We just don't want to hear you. Jeez, listen to that.
Michael.
What? Denise, see, we're men. Men can have a relationship like this. Yeah.
Shut
Yes.
it down.
Yeah. We can.
You know it's about the guest right now. You two can have y'all's whatever this relationship you two are having later
Poopy head.
after he takes his blue pill. All right, back to
Oh.
Connor.
All right.
You sure?
Rich, we just
And
totally
thank you
lost
for calling.
You're killing me, Mike. Hey, we got a big contest going on with on Facebook with Savannah Webb, the lovely Savannah Webb. We are in dire need of your vote. Now, voting is kind of hard to get to. It's kind of messed up. Georgia Country on Facebook. If you go ahead and put them on the search and like them, especially just for fun fans that like Savannah Webb, like the Cochran Road Band, like Justin Huff, like Katie Wolf. we're going to start doing a whole lot of stuff with Georgia Country, because we're going to be getting our people in their contest. We're going to be hopefully pushing Georgia Country to advertise Total Entertainment Management, advertise all our clients. But right now, Savannah is deeply into a Georgia Country's first online Battle of the Bands contest. And as simple as it sounds, for some reason, Georgia Country has made it just a wee bit difficult. If you go to the event page and you scroll down, there'll be a block there with Savannah Webb's name on it above the title of the event, which is Georgia Country's first online Battle of the Bands contest. Take a look at the video. Don't like the video in between it. I mean, you can like it, but don't expect to be done. You've got to go back to the event page and like that post. And we appreciate it. Right now, she's sitting at 108 votes this morning. Me and Scott talked, as in he got a whole bunch of feedback on people saying it's not working. It's not. She should be clearly at least 200 to 250 votes well ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If the link's not working correctly, can you imagine if the link worked correctly, where her numbers would be?
Yeah. So
well, Connor, I'd like to thank you for coming in the studio today.
Well, Rich was going to call in at 8, and he's a little behind, but we're there. We're there.
Shut it, Mike. Shut it down.
You know, because in theory, Rich was calling at 8. Connor was walking around at 8:30, and so we're off a little bit, but it's okay. It's Hump Day.
Yeah, it's Hump Day. All right. Well, I'm gonna turn the show over to Connor. Connor, sorry I had to miss you last night, but of course I was extremely swamped with my people. And good luck, and it's great meeting you. And yeah, check us out on Facebook, and we will talk to you later.
All right, man. It's nice to talk to you.
See you later.
Is everybody clear on the contest?
We'll make sure we plug it again here in a few minutes.
Yes.
All righty.
All right. See you later.
Any questions, just have hit me up on Facebook. Hit Scott up on Facebook, and we'll blow up Facebook again like we did yesterday.
10-4, brother. Thanks for calling in.
Thanks.
All right, bye.
Great show.
Oh, I hung up. Sorry, the touch screen on a Droid versus
it's sensitive
versus the iPhone. It's totally different touchscreens. And Jeff Mathias, you are an idiot. He's like, he is demanding it is not Hump Day. Hello, if we're only working Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, today is our Hump Day.
Okay.
Denise, don't try to figure it out.
No, I'm not. I'm
up.
saying we've already had this whole.
I see now that lack of sleep makes you just what Stephanie is with enough sleep.
Oh my Lord!
Ouch!
Don't compare me to her.
She's over here playing with her cream. I'm like, look, don't get all jacked up on Stephanie's cream.
Okay, so
now lead into our guest, please.
Oh my God. The one and the only Connor Pleasure. Had the pleasure of seeing him at Eddie's Attic last night. Shut up. And so welcome, Connor.
Yeah, really welcome.
Thank you.
I think you've kind of been thrown into everything right away.
Thanks to Denise.
It's all good.
That's the way we do it around here.
Yeah.
Happy to be here.
Thank you. So tell us a little bit how we can find you on Facebook and MySpace.
MySpace, really? Wow, you're really going old school.
Yeah, I like to keep it old school, you know. I think all the indie, all the hipsters are doing it, you know. They're all going back to MySpace.
Bring MySpace back.
Back to U-Haul trucks. Like, who was that?
They're calling MySpace retro now.
I have this shirt from high school that I'll wear on occasion, and now it's kind of funny, but at the time I bought it, the shirt on the back, it says add me. And on the front, it says myspace.com. And then there's a blank space, and I totally wrote my name in it.
That is hilarious.
I think I was actually in middle school, but I wrote my name into it to like, I don't know, I'd like go up to the mall and like, hey, check out my music.
Yeah.
I was like,
and it would actually be funny to wear now, though.
And now,
think about it.
I wore it like a couple weeks ago to the mall, and people were like, oh, MySpace, that's funny.
Yeah.
So
that is kind of funny.
So you're on MySpace still?
Yeah, I think I took all the music down from there, but it's there.
I can't even sign into mine. I tried looking mine up just out of curiosity because I mean, there's tons of pictures on it I want. I should have saved.
There's tons of pictures on mine I do not want.
Yeah, I think the only upgrade they need to do with that website is to be able to make it to where you can save the photos and the videos that you have on there.
Or delete it altogether.
And I think MySpace kind of just turned out after it kind of started dying and Facebook took over. That MySpace still existed though, but it's really great for the people in the music world because people still use it. I mean, I don't understand it, but they do, and it's turned into be more of a music platform than anything. So that's kind of a good idea.
Yeah. So you're on Facebook.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, there's I've covered most of the bases. So if you go to like Instagram or Snapchat or Twitter, any of the social media sites, you'll find some sort of page probably for my music. But yeah,
you doing YouTube?
I do. Yeah, YouTube. There's a YouTube channel. And put up some covers up there, and I've kind of fallen behind. I haven't put one up in probably over a year.
Oh, you're old school.
Oh man, his YouTube channel is pretty awesome because you start seeing some really cool. And I don't take this wrong. You see some really cool filmed videos, and then you get to just see some really cool ones of him and like in his apartment or whatever, doing songs. And then, that's what's really cool because I've explained to people that, especially some of the new guys that just got into the business, I'm like, you do understand that half of what makes somebody like you is them knowing your personality.
Yeah.
And when you're just vulnerable and exposed with your notebook, your pen, and your guitar, they're feeling like they're getting to see the real you as you're doing it. And that's really cool through a lot of your videos. I even saw that because, I was told from one of our sponsors to go look you up. And man, then it was just like click. And then I'd get about 60 seconds into one and I was seeing the next one come up. And I'm like, crap, I want to hear this one, but I want to hear this one.
Yeah,
we were really good.
Karen and I were watching one last night. You were young. You could tell you were a lot younger. I was sitting on the dock of the bay. And we were like, he's a little baby. So, yes.
No, that's not embarrassing for him. Thanks for doing that.
Yeah. Totally not.
Yeah, man.
It's all good.
He brought his mom.
You should have just went ahead and asked him to wear an ugly sweater too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm in town from LA, and I'm here with the family, and I'm staying at my folks' house, and little Christmas.
Yeah, man.
Christmas time.
And yesterday was your birthday, so happy birthday.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, happy birthday. Mine's just kind of a couple days, man. I think I don't like it, but I mean, I like the party part of it, but I don't want to celebrate the part of it.
Now, what do you do? What do you do out in California?
I write music out there, and I do some like pop music and country and hip hop and a little bit of everything. And I've been having a great time, but it's always good to come home.
How long have you been out in LA?
Since last January.
Okay.
So it'll be a year coming up. I think like January 17th or something. I think I rolled in there. It was crazy because like I left here and it was freezing cold, and I got there and it was like 70 and sunny. I'm like, oh my gosh,
why have I not moved here sooner?
And now I'm like, I'm so over it. I'm just like, where's the rain?
Right. I can imagine.
Anytime it rains, it's like I feel the same way that I did when I lived here and it snowed.
Right.
Like it's so rare.
Right.
And when it happens, you're like, oh my god.
Oh, that's neat. That's so neat.
Throw the curtains open. Yay!
Is that seawater? So I was going to say, give us an idea, especially for the listeners that way when they go check out your page, they kind of know a little bit about you as well. But kind of paint a picture of how you got started into this, and then think about when you're saying it. You graduate high school. How did you just all of a sudden? What was the urge that said, "I'm moving to LA"?
Yeah.
Because that's a big step. We're talking jumping across the United States. That is a huge leap.
So it's been quite the journey from day one. It was basically, I used to hang out with a cousin of mine. His name is Eric, and he went to the Rockdale here, Rockdale High School, and I was still at like was it Edwards Middle School, but we would hang out and stuff after school or during the summer. And he played music. He played bass and drums and all these different instruments. I thought it was really cool. I always wanted to like hang out with him, him and his friends. And I was like, well, maybe I could learn how to sing or learn how to play guitar.
Right.
And but like they never would have let me in their band anyways. But just because I think I was like a grade or two younger, and they're like, nah, that's not happening.
It's not cool.
That's not cool. I'm like, no. You're in middle school. We're in high school, buddy. So I ended up making kind of my own thing, and I think the first time I picked up the guitar, I was actually with my brother Brandon, and we stole my dad's guitar out of his bedroom, and we're like messing with it, and we're like, oh, I think we just learned Stairway to Heaven, but we didn't. We actually we learned One by Metallica, which is like all these, it's just open strings, and we're like, oh, this is crazy. We're so good. So I took a liking to it and just kept at it, and I almost immediately started writing originals because I wanted to be in a band like from day one. And like growing up, my dad was a musician, and he played shows and stuff, and I remember like he used to go out and play gigs, and I would like when he would go out, they would be like, okay, Dad's gonna go play a gig, and in my mind I imagined him playing at like Chastain or something, like some crazy big theater with thousands of people or something. But he was doing the same thing that I had been doing for the past 10 years, and so it was really cool to kind of do the things that he did. And but like back in the day, he lived in Athens, where I eventually moved. So after high school, I went to music school at the University of Georgia. I thought maybe that was the way that I needed to go, to kind of have a fallback plan. And my dad lived in Athens back in the day, and he played with some of the members of REM, like before they were like the band. Like right. That was pretty cool to talk to him about.
That would be kind of cool, because if you think about it now, when REM first came out, it's kind of like us, a little bit of the underground. They didn't get the exposure, and now when you look back, people treat them like royalty.
Oh yeah,
so it's kind of cool that you can say, hey, I've heard these stories.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. And so like there was a little bit of influence from my dad in that respect. And so I went to school for music, and I was probably about 2 or 3 years in. And one day I was in a vocal lesson talking to my vocal coach, and he's like, let me hear your original stuff, man. And I played him some stuff, and he just sits there and starts shaking his head. He's like, what are you doing here? I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, well, why don't you pursue this? And I was like, well, I wanted to have like a fallback plan. He's like, well, if you give yourself a fallback plan, you're gonna fall back. You're gonna mess it up. Like, just go for the thing that you are most passionate about. And I'm obviously it's different for different people, but I was lucky enough to be able to do that. I had
that leap of faith.
It's hard to make that jump unless you have people behind you that are supporting you and can take care of you if it does all fall to crap. And my family's great, so I was able to take that jump without really thinking. I was like, yeah, let's do it. Okay. So I left school, and there were, I think, a year or two where I was just like living in Athens with my brother, and I don't know, I went and I auditioned for The Voice, and I didn't get a chair turn, and I almost like after that I almost gave up on music.
I'm glad you didn't, because I keep hearing there's been a few people in the last probably 3 years that have auditioned for The Voice and had some negative things. Let's just say negative experiences from The Voice, because they come home and paint the picture of it's really still a TV show, So it's good that you didn't give up.
Yeah, and I have nothing negative to say about them. Like, I think it's a TV show. I don't think it has anything to do really with like what I was doing at the time or what I really sounded like. You have 30 seconds to sing a song, and you hope that song catches their ear, know. And unfortunately for me, the song that I chose just wasn't probably the best one to have done. But it was a lot of fun, and at that moment, I was really close to just being like, okay, like I need to like find a career or whatever, And
I tried that several times. It didn't take.
Didn't work.
I'm pursuing this one. This one's seeming to work kind of like poison ivy. You know, once it's on you, you're kind of stuck with it.
Oh Lord.
Maybe an odd analogy.
Lord. Okay, so what all do you play on a guitar?
Yeah, I play guitar and piano and stuff and bass, drums, a little bit of everything, but mostly just guitar and vocals.
So you love doing acoustics?
Yeah, I love all the acoustic instruments. I love electronic instruments too. Like, I mean, I went up to Asheville, was it North Carolina, and they have the Moog keyboard factory, which is, if you've ever seen it, some people pronounce it Moog because Moog. And the synthesizer, yeah. And back in the day, like the Beatles, like were the first people, like the Beatles and Stevie Wonder and all these bands coming up were like the first people to ever use these. So it's really cool to go and see the place where, like, I don't know if it started there, it might have, but I'm like terrible with the history now. Like, had I gone yesterday, like this is a year ago when I went, but it was really cool to go like see all the different synthesizers, and because I mean it's still music. It's all relative. Yeah. It's all like you know, everything's based off of pitches and notes and whatever, and all of that is that's all based off of the voice. Like everything's imitating the voice. Yeah. And so it's really cool that it can all be broken down into a human level like that, but you can reverse that and make it as like unhuman as possible, and you have all these amazing sounds that are coming out, and that's the cool thing about music. It's always evolving and changing.
Yeah, yeah, because you look at where we were and where we're going. I mean, yeah, I joke when I say it, but that's really not a joke. Country music, today's country music, is the Eagles in 1984. You know, when you look at where the Eagles sound was versus where some of the country is today, it's not really country western, and I think that's also why a lot of these guys are trying to do the whole bring outlaw country back. But the world's progressing. I mean, you look at who would have thought hip hop was going to be a world of sampling, you know, and they're taking the greatest clips of 15 songs to make a songs. I mean, I think we've just got to that point now that it's evolving, and you have country guys doing hip hop and country rap, and it's
who would
just
have
kind
ever
of
thought that Molly Cyrus would pose naked on a magazine cover? Seriously.
Oh my Lord, he just totally went there. Okay, so
yeah, well, look, we're coming up to a commercial anyways. Mike gave us a minute to go take a breather, and Mike's gonna go take a cigarette. The rest of us are gonna go take a Valium. Let us take a break. We'll be right back, everybody. It's Just for Fun in the Morning.
That what do you is kicking in?
Yeah. What do you say after the Miley Cyrus? I will say this. I did read something, and you know it's a lie, but it's funny. Billy Ray says that the devil and Disney took my child's life. And I'm thinking the devil and Disney. Okay, so all right, y'all. We'll be right back in just a second.
Oh my gosh.
If you were just trying to find an exit for a commercial, then that was perfect.
You know, gotta keep you on schedule.
Yeah, I'm gonna find out if Crystal's still up. I keep hearing the door beep. That bag, you can just hear that bag.
Yeah.
I don't blame you. Can you spell
The dog got me going.
Oh really? Yeah. Can you spell your last name for me?
Yeah. Pledger.
Pledger. Okay.
And then first name is Connor.
Just one N?
2 N. Connor.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I like to try to put it up on our Facebook, and then my Facebook. I got about 5,000 folks on mine.
Awesome.
So we push it out, and then I don't know if he's going to Periscope or do something like that when you're playing, but whatever he does.
Is YouTube on?
YouTube is on.
Okay.
But you know, it's YouTube, and really it's that camera is like a YouTube camera, you know, so it's not like studio can.
Yeah.
But I can go back and listen to this.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And then Denise or Scotty or somebody can Periscope, or I can set it up, and it'll be live to the world if we do it that way.
Doesn't do very well, though.
Periscope doesn't do very well.
Not music.
Really? Jeez. Maybe.
You have to be right up on them, or it's just.
Shoot, man! I tell you
I
what.
think it all depends on the mic, Mom.
And Scotty's got this crazy setup over here. He could just put right there, probably. So there's a lot of different ways. Yeah, do more YouTube videos, man. YouTube, and then there's like 50 other places.
He has. How many videos do you have on YouTube now?
Not many, just like 20, maybe 30.
Yeah, man. You have about 1,000.
All right, kids, come on. I got Ninja Turtle time.
I got.
And then you turn around and
Oh, see, yes.
busting things out. That's what
Come here.
everybody.
I'll go get
Jeez.
it.
Picking on those kids.
I'll come check on you in a little bit. You're fine.
You need another water. You good? You need a beer.
Yeah.
I keep beer in there.
I keep
After
beer
he
from-
leaves here, he's going over to the where? Conyers Senior Center.
Yeah, I gotta print music off because I don't have any.
Oh, well, I mean, if you go over there smelling like beer or pee, either one, you're good.
Yeah.
Because he knows he lives there.
Oh,
Yeah, I was about to say you can ride with me if you want to. Or the bus will come pick us up if I'm late.
True. The little one.
I got a couple old ladies on the side over there.
Oh my God. Really?
You brought it up.
how are you gonna
Sad
play a song
ladies.
when they go back?
Pardon?
You play a song when they
I
go
don't know.
Dang, man.
Just however many you want to do.
Mom's
back?
talking.
I'll leave it at that because he'll only play. He won't play.
Which one do you think you're gonna do first?
I'm gonna play songs off the record because I don't want to. Because you guys are gonna like put this on the internet, right?
Mhm.
I'll probably play stuff like "Meant to Be" and "Take Me Back." I don't want to.
What's landslide?
And I can do "Landslide" too.
It's my favorite.
Now, do you have a fan page or just this one?
That's my personal page.
I know. Do you have a
Yeah,
fan page?
yeah. It's
Okay.
the same thing.
And it's like a page that you can like.
Really?
Yep.
Seriously.
Just so you know.
You could like.
I mean, I got a gun in this bag. I swear to God. I don't like to kill women, but I will.
Go for it.
They are so your children.
Why?
They're gnawing on the tree.
So your son looks down to a bag of marshmallows sitting right next to my couch and goes, "Why are those there?" I said, "They're marshmallows?" He goes, "I know that, but why are they there?" I went, "To eat?" Oh.
No, he probably wanted to know if he could eat
I
it.
told him
yeah.
he could have some. It was just so cute to watch him. It was just cute to see him. What are those? Or why are those there? And I'm just kind of like, okay.
You wanted.
Yeah,
That's
because
why he was getting permission.
Z would be like this.
He ain't gonna come out there later. He's gonna be passed out.
Sugar
For
high.
Sugar Rush, he's gonna be like this.
About halfway through the show, it's going to sound like cattle upstairs.
Little marshmallow melted.
Oh, so Austin, when he thought he was coming, wanted to bring his remote control car, and I'm like, no, because all you're gonna hear is it going all over.
Well, really, you would hear it smacking everything.
You're going to hear a lot of remote control Wednesday night. We'll have at least 4, maybe 5 drones. And
So,
three
so
of
if you
them.
want, we can talk a few more and just get some more questions and then
Oh,
wants to play.
Do you want me to just pull this down?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I have this one on a compressor, so what we can do is pull this one down for your voice, and then we'll just slide this one over when you're ready to play. Or do you want to play as soon as we get back?
Let's do one when he gets back. and
Okay.
then- or one when we get back.
You want to do a little sound check or something?
Yeah. And of course, all the cords are all jacked up.
There we go. Now we got you.
Hey.
let's get to sharing this thing. Oh.
Connor, do that song you did that cover you were gonna do last year.
Look, first one to ever. I'm not trying to knock people with. Well, you know, most people. I can't believe. Let's see. You know what you.
Oh.
See, I'm used to you being in the second chair. Second chair, you know, I'm just used to you doing stuff.
Yeah, because I don't do anything.
No.
No, but Mike keeps up with what's going on the pages.
Yeah.
And usually second chair kind of keeps up with.
It's the chair, man.
It's the chair. It's the chair.
Hey, also, you know you got glitter on the side of your face, and I don't even know what that's about.
I just know from now on, we're going to have to, anything Steph sits in has to be rotated and fresh chairs brought in. All right, we're going back.
And which song are you doing?
I'll probably start with Take Me Back.
And what I'll do is get you to strum, you know, just kind of strum a little bit to make sure that we're at the good sound before we actually sing. Because I'm actually recording it as well.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, we is back. Denise.
Welcome back.
Why do you have glitter on the side of your face?
We have already talked about this.
Okay,
We talked about
We
glitter.
have a guest.
Mike, she must have went to 3 locations last night. Eddie's
my
Attic,
God.
Johnny's Basement, and the Gold Club.
Claremont Lounge.
Gold Club. Tattletales.
Look, and Connor's even jumping in on this one.
Claremont
Thanks,
Lounge.
Connor.
The popsicle stand.
Connor was probably playing last night, and he's like, where's Denise going?
No.
Like in the middle of a song, he notices you sneak out the back with some fat Italian dude.
No.
Easy. Easy
No. Okay. Anyway, so Connor's gonna play a song for us, and you said you're doing which one?
I'm gonna play this song called "Take Me Back."
Awesome.
All right, if I can just get you to strum a little bit.
All right. Perfect.
Oh, yes.
Sounds
All right, I'm going to mute us, so it's all on you.
When I was young, nothing seemed to matter. When I was young, seems there was much more laughter. When I was young, yeah, the grass was greener, and I remember singing our song. Take me back to the day, oh, what a haze. I try to think back now. Oh, take me back. Take me back to the day, oh, when we laid and dreamed about those what ifs and how. Take me back, yeah. Take me back today. Na 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 na. Ooh. Na 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 na. Ooh. Na 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 na. Where did you go? Time and money and love. Where did you go? You left me with problems I can't solve. Where did you go? I've been looking and searching all over for you. Yeah, you. Take me back to the day. Oh, what a haze. Now try to think back now. Take me back. Take me back to the day. Oh, when we laid and dreamed about those what ifs and hows. Take me back today. Na 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 na. Ooh. Na 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 na. Ooh. Na 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 na. Take me back to the day. Oh, what a haze when I try to think back now. Take me back. Take me back to the day. Oh, when we laid and dreamed about the what is and how. Take me back today. Take me back today, yeah, yeah. Take me back today. Na 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 na. Ooh. Na 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 na. Ooh. Na 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 na.
I got words that I can't really read through text, but let's just say there's a bunch of cussing and then it says awesome.
Yeah.
So
and your range is amazing.
right now it would just be beep, 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 beep. Awesome.
Yeah, your range.
And that's just from the middle school.
Oh my God.
Jeff Matthias is just blown away. He's just saying awesome.
Yeah.
And the thing is we try to tell people that if you're into music, I mean, a lot of people hear music, or let's word it this way: a lot of people listen to music, but not a lot of people actually hear music. There's a difference. So if you're into music and you really, a lot of people like certain music that's like I call it the bubblegum pop. They hear it; it's got a good beat, but they really never listen to the lyrics. It makes a difference if you're a person that actually listens. And I'm people joke with me, but seriously, I like hearing acoustic a lot more than I do electric, because that I just watched with you is 100% real, in your face reality. There's no fake behind it. It's all just what it is. You see it exactly what it is.
Except for the auto tuner, that we totally use that. We put it all over the guitar.
Yeah, but you know,
we auto tune all the
you at least tuned it. There's been several folks that come in that never tuned it. You know, I'm not picking on any of you that's been here before. I'm just saying.
Any of you night show guests, you know the deal.
There's been a few people that just show up and it might be out of tune, but they're here just for fun, so it's okay.
And our music guru that lives in Tulsa said, "Very awesome, good medicine."
Yeah, but he can't spell, so it's
oh my God.
it's the best medicine.
Best medicine out
there. It is.
Hey, you know what I really liked is you had like kind of a long intro, and in reality, you know what that does is it gets you like to prepare to listen.
Yeah,
and that was cool. I like that. So I like that. I wish people
and that helps. That helps. That's one reason I was like, let's strum it one time, because it lets me tune it in before you start singing too. So it actually helps, especially for recording. See, now I have some live done here in the studio, and I try to keep live. Now I just have to edit it.
Now I put I put your link everywhere. Right, it's on our stuff for just for fun. It's on my show. I'll shoot a link over to Tech Talk.
Yeah. And you're lucky you didn't have your phone number, because he'd have wrote it on a couple bathroom walls.
Oh yeah, I'll do that.
The senior citizens, Porta-John, and.
Look, you don't have to worry about anything from the senior citizen, because they get to about the third number and
he'll be, you know, and it'd be weird because it'll just be stuff like, call him, he has magic fingers, and they'll never know what it is that he's actually addressing, and then they'll call him, but no, on the guitar, dude. What do you think
He's got magic fingers.
I'm not offering you a massage. I play guitar.
I've only got 9 fingers, so it's
okay. So, do you get nervous before performances?
Always.
Still.
Always.
Really?
You know, let me ask you this and see if this makes any sense. I can stand on a stage. Back when I first started, I was in front of like 8,000 people on a stage, and I can be the biggest jackwad in front of 5,000, 8,000, 300. I can be stupid funny and not get nervous. I go to try to do something serious, and I stutter over my words. I get so freaked out over being serious.
Mm-hmm.
So in your case, when you do an acoustic set, for instance, last night, I mean, are your nerves crazy? Are you jittery? I mean, paint the image so people understand.
Well, so I've been in LA for like about a year, and I haven't really played. I played one show since then, but this is like my first kind of back in Atlanta show. And so part of me is trying to run around and say hello to everybody, and then the other part of me is like, what songs am I even going to play tonight? Part of me is like, is your voice ready? You should probably be warming up.
Another part of you's like, I need another beer.
I need a beer, period.
Yeah.
You can tell you were nervous when you got up on stage yesterday or last night.
I guess I've learned to hide it, but yeah, I'm definitely my heart is like you can, if you listen back to certain songs, I'm sure you can hear that I'm playing them way too fast, or
right, adrenaline's going a little bit.
I feel like that song I just played, like when I played that last night, it's like the second song I played, I was like, this is so slow. But I knew that I was playing at the right speed. I knew that was right, but it felt so slow because my heart was beating so fast. And it happens a lot. And
yeah, I get the same thing from 3 or 4 Viagra.
My God. Well, no, last night it was cool though.
If your song lasts more than 3 hours.
That's right.
It was cool last night though, because
please drink apple cider from Gravity. It will knock you down.
Anyway, last night when he was doing that song, he had the whole audience singing along with him during the chorus, and it was really cool. And when the part where it gets really high, he had the guys all singing.
Yeah, I was like, all the guys now,
and they're all like,
oh crap!
That is hilarious, but that makes for a good show. I mean,
yeah, it was awesome show.
Now, one of our listeners had asked. Let me back up a few seconds. Who inspired you?
So growing up, my favorite singer was Robert Plant. My favorite band's Led Zeppelin, and so he was definitely my biggest influence, stage wise, and just like as the musician, I just thought he was so cool, and like Zeppelin was just so awesome, and their music was amazing too. But musically, I probably wouldn't say Zeppelin. I mean, maybe in ways that I don't realize, but like my music's definitely not like that. But my music's probably more influenced by Jack Johnson. I listened to a ton of him growing up. Like if you listen to my record, there's just like you can hear it like almost automatically that there's some huge Jack influence.
Now, the name of your album is that it's Fight or Flight?
Yeah, Fight or Flight. Yeah,
cool.
I was trying to come up with like a concept for the record, and I realized that all the songs on the record were different points in this cycle that I realized happens in relationships. Like you're alone, you find someone, you're so happy, then it gets real, then it starts going to shit. Then I don't know if I can say that.
It's okay.
Then it goes,
it's okay.
Then you just did.
A little late to apologize.
Then
FCC.
Then the relationship falls apart, and then you're back to being alone. And
then you write a song.
And then you write a song, and then you live life on your own, and you start noticing things, and then the whole cycle starts again.
Dude, I'm 51, man. I could make you cry right now about relationships.
That's just a shorter version of you're young in diapers, then you're old in diapers.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So that cycle happens in the relationship, and I was like, well, I can't call the record like cycles or something. That sounds
the bad thing is that cycle that you just described could be 6 months to a year and a half. Michael has that same military. Mike has that same thing in one night at bingo.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. But there's a dog and some gummy bears involved.
Oh, geez.
The problem is she forgets about him before the night's out because they're all time.
Saturday.
Oh God. Okay, so
I couldn't call it cycles. I was like, what else could I call it? And I was thinking about, okay, well, at the end of this cycle, you have two choices. Either you can stay in it and fix what you think is broken, or go from it, move away from it and go to the next thing. So, and I thought about how animals, when they're faced with, with a predator or whatever, they have two instincts, and it's either fight or flight. And so I thought at the end of every relationship or at some point in a relationship, you always have that decision, and that's what the record is named.
That's actually
sweet.
Smart way of putting it.
Now, I guess one more question. We'll do another song. But what advice would you give to somebody that's starting out and stupid nervous?
Starting out, just play and
stay away from D. I'm sorry, was that out loud?
Yeah.
Just play as much as you possibly can. Go to open mics, watch other artists. Watch as many artists as you possibly can. Open mics are super important. And go to good open mics, not just ones where your buddies are at, but like ones where like real artists are going to be playing at. And and go see as many artists as you can. Listen to the lyric of bands. Also, listen to like if you want to be a good songwriter, listen to the lyric, and
a lot of it's all in the story. And I always tell people, when you hear somebody sing, you can hear in their voice if they're into the music or not. Yeah. Some people that you see at a $3 cafe strumming on the deck, they're just playing to play. But then some of them, boy, when you hear it, they're visually in tune, mentally, emotionally, they are in tune to what they're singing. And you can hear it in the song when they're involved.
You've got a lot of good coverage with Amazon.
With Amazon?
Oh yeah, man. That's it. You didn't see what I was looking at? Yeah, you're all over Amazon.com. That's a good thing. I know it sounds funny.
If you like this, you might also like.
Yeah. Well,
that's actually a good thing.
It's a very good thing, actually, and that I want people to know, because not only does it have your albums, but it also has your individual song listings. I believe off of iTunes.
Yeah, it's cool when it pops up all the suggestions of what you might like. I mean, you see tasers. Or if you see Mike's picture, it suggests tasers.
How's that make you feel? You're looking at one of the largest.
I haven't got any checks from them, so it makes me feel a little uncomfortable. That's
right. So as they're getting rich, you're like, "Where's mine? Where's my piece of the pie?"
One of the most heavily trafficked websites in the world, and you've got that much coverage on it, buddy.
You just totally ruined his day because he's not going to check.
Now he's going to be calling the post office going, "Listen, I need to verify that you got the correct address. Apparently the credit card company has the correct address.
Send it to my mom's address."
Oh wow, what a rally killer.
No,
oh God.
No, listen, dude, I still have stuff. I mean, I know that's illegal, but I still have important stuff sent to my mother's house. And do you know why? Because I know
from the IRS.
No, it's because I know she'll get it and she'll make sure I get it. If it comes to this house, I don't know which kid's going to the mailbox. I don't know where it ends up.
That's why I move every 3-4 months.
Oh Lord.
That's called running, dude.
No, it's a fugitive. Big difference.
You ready? Yeah, because he's gonna have to go in a little bit.
Is that clock? That clock's nowhere near right.
Yeah, that's
I'm good. I'm good.
That's why it says whatever, because it's never set right. It's 9:08. I got a gag clock on the wall because it means nothing to us. We never keep up with the time.
You can't take calls while you're in the studio.
Or you can just do like Denise and you just walk. You just walk out. All right, here I'm gonna get you set up.
All right.
Really?
Yeah, I thought that's what you're gonna.
All right, I'm muting us.
I took this love and I took it down. Climbed the mountain and I turned around, and I saw my reflection in a snow-covered hill till the landslide brought me down. Oh, mirror in the sky, what is love? Came the child within my heart. Rise above, cannot sail to the changing ocean tide. Cannot make it through the changing seasons of my life. Well, I don't know. Well, I don't know. I've been afraid of changing. See, I build my life around you. Time makes you bolder. Well, children, they get older. I'm getting older too. Yes, I'm getting older too. So you took your love and you took it down. You climbed the mountain and you looked around, and you saw your reflection in the snow-covered hill, till the landslide brings you down. Oh, you know the landslide will bring you down. I've been afraid of changes. See, I build my life around you and you, yeah. Time makes you bolder. Well, children, they get older. I'm getting older too. Yes, I'm getting older too. If you see your reflection in a snow-covered hills, where the landslide brings you down. Oh, the landslide brings you down.
Wow.
Yeah, that was very nice.
Yes.
Yeah, that was
Thank you.
that was amazing, and I'm waiting for the cuss words with amazing followed behind it here in just a second.
Yes,
Yes.
and I just got a text from a listener that said killer version. Killer.
Mhm.
And you know what? I'm just going to say this is going to sound very wrong, but what really sucks about hearing that song with him is it ruins it for all the others. Because like now that I'm listening to your version on the station all the time, I hear Fleetwood Mac or somebody, and I'm like, God, that sucks, man. Can't Stevie Nicks put a little more soul in that? She sounds like she's not digging the song. And how funny is it that I'm listening to Connor and then I'm like, Stevie, you're just not doing it, chick. I know you got millions. I know I'm just a dumbass in the bottom of a basement. But come on, chick, put a little more soul in it.
Are you playing like all the time? I mean,
well,
are you playing as
used
much as
to.
you want to?
No,
or you're writing more.
I'm writing all the time. I wish I could play more. I wish I could even it out. Really, I guess is
That seesaw effect, you know?
Yeah, like I think last year I put all the writing on one side of the seesaw, and I just like it just was. Yeah,
You know what they call that when you put all of it on one side of the seesaw? You know what they call that?
a catapult.
The bench.
A bench. Well, I know, like me, I used to do a lot of writing and helping people do writing. And my problem is when I get my mind set into all that, I let all this go to hell.
Mhm.
I get so stuck in being creative in that way that I lose my funny. It's an odd thing for me to try to balance. So for me to continue to stay funny all the time and do what I do, I don't get to go back to that creative side of writing anymore. I have the great ideas like with Dustin Bragg and them. I've been trying to say, how about let's make this song? And I give you this vision and we just need to sit down and write it.
Yeah.
But I don't have the time to sit down and do it by myself anymore.
I think really what happens is you have to have time to live in order to write about it. You know,
Right.
to write about life, you have to live. You have to have experiences, and it's crazy. It's like I moved out there and I didn't know anyone, and it felt like I was in a big house with no one to share it with. You know, it was
Right.
like it's beautiful, the weather's perfect, there's everything you'd ever want to do, but like I didn't have anyone to do anything with. You know, and so it took a while to kind of build my community out there. But now that I do have a community, like it's crazy how much community will help your creative process.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And
Branches out.
yeah,
Wow.
it's been helping a lot. And yeah.
Significant other?
I don't have a girlfriend. I just know a girl that'd be mad if she heard me say that.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding. No,
I'm
waiting
to the world according to Mike.
Next, he'll be a song. He's like, I would like to introduce this song I just wrote for this young lady I know. The name's Hookup.
I'm just trying to. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to love myself.
Yeah.
As cliches.
But you know what? To be honest with you, I spent my years of being crazy, living crazy, and dating crazy, and then I started realizing the girls I was chasing were nuts, and it's like their crazy and my crazy didn't mix.
Yeah.
And I needed to step back a minute and figure out where I needed to be.
Yeah.
And then I found somebody that was totally opposite of all the crazy ones I dated.
Yeah.
I mean, it took me like 6 months to sit back and go, okay, here's what I don't want in my life anymore.
Yeah.
And which means I have to choose better. And I think that changed my life a little bit. It really changed my life a lot because I married her.
Yeah.
And it's a good thing he did because I would sweep her off her feet.
Oh my gosh.
So look, I need to do some word substitute on this text.
You want me to beep it?
No. We're going to use the word frack.
Okay.
Okay.
Word association.
Fracking man. That white sheet on the bed, that sheet was fracking the bomb. Hell, fracking, yeah.
Well, there you go. The dog flies
for
over
you.
the moon at midnight.
I am so good that this gentleman was able to express himself with big words. But all I got out of that was the bomb.
Yeah. It sounded like we're supposed to do something with Radio Free France or something right now, some underground rail.
Oh my gosh.
So why are you writing all the time instead of doing more shows or?
Well, I got a publishing deal last year, so I'm writing for kind of the whole pop and country world, and trying to continue that revenue stream. And in order to do that, you got to write.
Yeah,
right.
And nowadays you got the Kenny Chesneys that are having to have somebody write it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And there's money in that, boy. Those guys are making the dollars.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like it's a big machine, and it's cool to be a part of, and to kind of be behind the scenes and to see how it all works and how it really happens. And I think it's funny. I felt like before I knew that people wrote music for other artists, I always thought that would be really lame or whatever. But I actually have like a new respect for that whole world, the pop world. And like, I know a lot of people dog country music and pop radio for not having like the deepest, music, but at the same time, it's like, it takes like a whole nother level of writer to be able to write like a catchy, stupid song.
Right.
It's like, you have to be smart, stupid. It's like, it's crazy. Cause like, I was like, cause you listen to the radio, like I could write that crap. And then you go and try to write it. You're like, oh my gosh, that's actually really hard to write a simple song like that.
Yeah. And John Rich, the guy from Big and Rich, did a TV show on CMT where he took famous people who decided they wanted to go country. So he brought in Bobby Brown, Mr. My Prerogative, to try to make him, and you brought in some actresses and actors, and what they were having to do is part of this lesson is you can't sing country if you don't get it. Yeah. So I need you to sit down and write me a country song. It's unbelievable. You never think about it. And then you see these people on camera going, oh my God, like Sebastian Bach from Skid Row actually won this competition.
Yeah.
But he's sitting down going, this is insane. Like, I've written tons of songs and I can't figure out how to write a country song.
Yeah.
I mean, it's actually kind of crazy because you're saying the same thing, that I watched on TV. Yeah. You got these guys saying, dude, I've written hundreds of songs, and doing a country song is insane. I don't know how to do it. And it takes a little more creativeness,
Yeah.
So how long does it usually take you to write a song?
Usually we write a song a day. And sometimes people do more than that. I don't like to write more than a tune a day. Sometimes
it would make my brain hurt.
It does. And that's the thing. It's
Shut up.
you can burn out really quick doing that, but it's, you got to figure out what your pace is. Some people write 2-3 times a day. It's like insane, but it also depends on what you're doing. Like if you're doing stuff that, I don't know, if you're doing kind of like syncy stuff, like stuff for By sync, I mean stuff that they put in like commercials and radios, like the music behind the commercial. If you're doing stuff like that, that's a whole other thing. It's like I'm saying it now, but like I feel like it's a little easier just because you don't have to worry about some of the things. But that's a whole other world too, and like it's got its own like I'm sure it's hard to get those.
Yeah, because I mean they're probably saying, okay, I need you to make sure in your jingle that you're making that these 10 things are said, and you're going, okay, how am I going to word that?
You need to say elephant and lobsters in the song, okay?
Yeah,
but make it sound folky and hip
right
at the same time.
Yeah,
but also have a country twang, okay?
Right. Yeah, and how do I do that?
Yeah. So how often?
Right, let's catch this real quick, just for fun.
Hey, it's Rich Archer. Hey, ask Connor if he's got any scrap songs in the waste can that I could dig through.
No, you wouldn't be that guy that just shows up to your house and go, hey man, are you throwing that away?
Some scrap songs.
I go to buffets and ask people, are you going to eat
Easy.
that?
No. It's just the saying. You're not supposed to try.
Let's just say what is his name? Wolfgang Puck. He wouldn't throw out some old bananas and be like, these are Wolfgang Puck bananas.
That's right.
You know, like he's gonna make sure those go to the trash.
That's right.
Without his name on it.
That's
so in other words,
Total Entertainment Management is looking for a songwriter to manage.
So you're
He's asking,
but he-
do you
but-
have
but-
representation?
oh
Yeah, he
yeah,
does.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
do you
yeah.
have representation?
I do. I totally do. I'm out.
Dude,
Yeah.
You got like the twisted Chris Cornell style going on. That is
You know what's funny is
Oh, the hair.
I've looked across the table a couple times and I'm like, oh yeah, he even has a little bit of the look. I've got a an acoustic version of Chris Cornell singing Billie Jean, the Michael
Oh my
Jackson.
gosh.
You know which one I'm talking about?
Yeah, he's
Freaking
incredible.
amazing.
My favorite song he's done was he did I Will Always Love You.
Right.
And it is like there's only one recording and it's like at a concert. He's never really recorded it. So it's just like this like shaky camera video, but it's the most haunting version of that song I've ever heard. And he's, you know, his voice, he just goes up and then it goes to the high part of that song and you're just like, there's no way he's gonna hit that. And he does it with such ease, and you're like,
Yeah.
what the heck?
That's right.
It's crazy.
It's crazy when you find those. Go ahead.
You know, I was just thinking with his tone and style, he could probably write a song for Justin Huff that would just be that Justin would just take it to the whole constant level that from just hearing how Connor sings, you know, his writing is probably just a greater expression of his approach to music, and I just think that somewhere along the lines, Justin Huff would probably excel on a Connor Pledger song that would be, you know, blowing people out of the small arenas that we're still putting Justin in.
That's right. I get it. Well, look, I hate to rush you out, but they're on a limited amount of time. I'm fixing to find out now in just a few seconds when they got to go, but we're going to wrap it up with him.
Yeah, Total Entertainment Management, Connor, give us a holler.
I just got if Otis Redding and John Mayer had a baby, it would sound like Connor.
That's awesome.
That would be kind of weird,
I
man.
just threw up in
All
my
right, we'll
mouth.
see you later, Rich. I'll hit you back.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah, that would be kind of an unusual. I mean, he wouldn't even have to open his mouth. He'd just be the odd baby that would make millions if the two of them were to.
Do you mind if I tune this guy up?
No, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Can you mute this and y'all can talk about
He said if you were the odd baby out. So that's
Yeah, that's just.
yeah. There you go.
You should probably proofread some of that, niece.
I'm just telling you what they said.
I can't say nothing. I just had to talk in Morse code.
Yeah, you had to.
Our
yeah,
listeners
you no
have
room to
such
talk.
a huge spectrum of words.
They use the big one.
Stephanie just drags knuckles, and the rest of the people just fill in around him.
Yeah, the rest of the world calls that a limited vocabulary. But
You know.
hey, I was looking at his while he's over there working.
Go ahead.
Got a really nice website at ConnorPledger.com, and then the stuff on Amazon.
Man, his YouTube
And also
phenomenal.
Yeah.
his CD, like he was talking about, his Fight or Flight.
That's on
Awesome.
Amazon. That's on iTunes. That's on all over the place, which is great. And then on top of that, he does have one video on Vimeo, and there's a whole bunch of other places you could start posting your whoever your manager is or your social media marketing.
It's all me.
Yeah. Fire him.
Get him out of here.
Yeah, fire him. Hire me.
Oh God.
Oh no.
I think he's doing just fine, considering you just plugged everything he's part of. That means he's doing just fine.
See, yeah, you know, don't take this the wrong way, but I'm glad you don't live here because
I'm giving you a promotion.
Yeah, if you and I were to go out places, we would get in trouble. There, yeah, it wouldn't go. It wouldn't.
He would
wait,
go out
okay,
anywhere.
Wait.
with you.
Let me just get this right. You going out with him would fall under the hot guy and the ugly sidekick.
I'm okay with that because I take
you would take his leftovers.
I take his scraps.
What song are you doing next? Would it happen to be maybe like Memory Blues or something?
Mm-hmm. I was gonna do that one. Yeah.
Sweet.
I haven't released this one, but
Somebody's doing a dance.
but I kind of have, but not really. But yeah.
All right, here we go.
Well, it seems like everything turned out different than the way she wanted it to. She tried so hard to turn the wheel, but she just drove on through. She sat right there, waited on the phone call that would say all her dreams would soon come true. She just kept on waiting. Never gave any thought to what if this don't turn out the way I planned it. If he leaves me now, I'm sure that I'll find a better man. Then the day came along, with it came rain, washed her dreams down the drain. But once was not a fear, seemed to whisper in her ear anytime she felt the pain. Kept herself locked away, her heart on display like an unfound art, unseen grace. Where can I run to? Where can I eat? Why can't I hide these fears? Finally try, start over brand new, kick these memory blues. Guess I never found you. Guess I never found you. Well, it seems like everything turned out different than the way you wanted it to. He bought the ring, got down on one knee, but she was through. Then the day came along, with it came rain, washed his dreams down the drain. What once was not a fear seemed to whisper in his ear anytime someone spoke her name. Where can I run to? Where can I eat? Why can't I hide these fears? Finally try, start over brand new, kick these memory blues. Guess I never found you. Both of them wondered the relationship makes, full of dead ends and breakups along the way. Somehow she found him and he found her. He was a knight in shining armor, she was an angel on earth. Now you're the one I can run to. Now, my love, I can't hide. made me lose my fears. Finally tried. Start over brand new, kick this memory blues. So glad I found you. So glad I found you. So glad I found you. Yeah. So glad I found you. Yeah. So glad I found you.
Friggin' awesome.
Sweet.
Yeah, really nice. Really nice.
Yes.
Thank you.
There's friggin', there's my word
Speechless.
substitute. Yeah, man. That's awesome.
Thank you very much. Yep.
Really?
So,
I like taters.
so if you like what you hear, I have a iTunes, and yeah, and if you want the real CD, I'm gonna leave some CDs here for just
Okay.
for fun. If
They're
you guys,
mine.
if you got, I've always wanted to do this.
Wow.
Caller number 5
Yeah.
gets a free Fight or Flight record.
And no
Why
shut up
not?
mics. Shut up mics don't count.
Yes,
Yes.
they do.
No, they
If
don't.
you caller number 5 that says
And-
"Shut up, Mike,"
And also, if you can accurately tweet where the city I was born in.
Huh.
So if you
I'm sitting here going, okay, when you do caller number 5, everybody's going to wait to start dialing until they've already heard the
Heard
first
the
few
first
oh
people.
look, the phone's ringing.
Just for fun.
Got you on speed dial.
Sorry, you're caller number
You're
1.
caller number 1.
And most people have 911.
just hang up and call back 4 times.
Hey, that's Jeff. He will most
He will.
likely do that.
How about now?
You
How
know what
about
he'll do
now?
is he'll get to number 4, and that's when you'll see like a couple of different people trying to call in. I can see Joe Leeper standing there now going, okay, Jeff, come on, call 4 more times, buddy. Call 4 more times.
Let's see if it
JD
happens.
Spivey's like the same way. All right, now I'm waiting for the 4th call before I press send. I
Well,
can just see it.
I'm trying to remember in your conversations with your mom where you were born, so I can.
Just for
Yeah.
fun.
Ouch.
Caller number 2.
Caller number 2.
He's just going to block the line, is what he's going to do.
Yeah, he's going to keep the line
He's gonna
blocked
keep
so
the
nobody
line
else can
blocked.
call in. Well, there's number 2, so
That's
we know it's
2.
just a couple seconds away.
Uh-oh, look.
Now
I
that's
thought it was about to.
a message. So
Somebody's texting in.
we'll see what that comes out.
Text
to be.
it. Text in don't count.
Yeah.
You have to call.
Yeah, you can. You have a Twitter, right? You have a Twitter.
Did we just?
Well, Redneck Steph's in charge of Twitter.
Yeah,
Then
wait,
no.
but that
No.
I'm just
Okay.
kidding.
the
What-
here
I
goes
guess-
another. Hold on. Oh,
You guys,
just for fun.
Third time's the charm.
Oh my god.
That's Jeff over. and over
I'm
again.
going to check the Twitter now.
We have Facebook and.
Oh, and
it's
Joe
just
Leeper,
for-
hold on.
or you can text him this.
Go ahead.
What number am I?
That was
4.
you're number 4 now. You better
Uh-oh.
hang up.
Oh.
Hang up and
Hurry
hurry.
up.
Jeff's gonna be on it. No, he just hung up. Jeff's gonna be on it. Watch this. Now it's gonna be a gamble. Joe Leeper. Hey. Hold on, let me put you on speaker. You made it to number 5. All right, here's Jeff.
Wait.
Just for fun.
Am I the only one listening to the show?
No,
No.
you're number 6, sir.
And you're
Sorry.
number 6 too. Joe Leeper beat you.
Thank you, caller. Bye.
Joe Leeper beat me.
Yep, Joe Leeper.
Well, he would have been number 4. That means I'm number 5.
No, you called number 4. He called number 4, hung up and called right back and was number 5.
Oh, I ain't gonna be having
His
any of
speed
that.
dial beat you.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
All right, well,
Dude,
thanks for
that's a-
participating, Jeff. Let me get to
That
Joe.
It's amazing, man. This show is just amazing. His voice is phenomenal.
Yes, it sure
It
is.
is just amazing. I gotta get one of those CDs.
They
Yes,
will be
sir.
up at.
Yeah. if
I
you-
know where you
I'll-
live, Denise.
Listen.
Amazon.com.
Well, and
Well, if you guys want, I'll be up at Gravity Homebrew. My parents' shop. I'll be up there hanging out with them for a little bit. So if you want to come up and say hi,
Very
All right,
cool.
Love to
Joe.
meet you.
Yeah, Joe's not plugged into the radio station, but yeah, he said he's going to be up at Gravity. When are you going to be at Gravity?
well, I have to go do something at 10 o'clock, but I'll be back around 11.
Okay.
Cool.
So anytime this afternoon, you leave.
I'll be there.
And you have to
Anybody
say just
wants
for
to go
fun
by.
to get a CD.
All right.
He's gonna be out there tomorrow.
All right, Joe. So listen, if you want to come pick the CD up today, of course, but he's going to be at Gravity if you'd like to meet him as well.
All right.
Do you want us to bring his CD to Gravity?
Do you want us to take the CD to Gravity and you go pick it up there?
What time?
What time?
Anytime. I can leave the CD there. I just might not be there, but
Just hit me up. I'll let you know more after the show.
I'll do it.
All right, bye.
I got a
Are
text.
you still there, Jeff?
Yes. I'm
Yeah,
still
I
here.
can't believe you were trying to do the speed dial and you got beat. You got
Hi, Joe.
beat.
Well, and I can't call in, but I want a CD. Can I be caller number 5?
Well, here's what I know. Joe Leaper has the iPhone 6 Plus, and Jeff has a Droid.
No, I get the 6 Plus.
Oh crap!
I
I was just trying to say, hey, the Apple one.
Yeah.
I was just having fun with it. Bree was actually going to call us as soon as I hung up from number 4 just to have fun with y'all. But
Right.
I'm telling you, dude, your voice is phenomenal. I mean, it is
Thank you, man.
amazing.
It's that, man. I'm telling you, go check his YouTube out and click where you can just listen to one song and it starts his next one and starts his next one. Dude, you won't even listen to Just for Fun today. You'll just listen to his music all day long.
Yeah.
I believe it. I tell you what, I hear a hint of Philip Phillips in there too,
all right.
in his voice.
All right. Well, they're fixing to have to go, Jeff. Let me cut you
Thank
off,
you, man.
unfortunately.
Bye, Jeff. Thanks for playing.
As a consolation prize, you can go to Walmart and pick up a life.
All right. We'll hit you back, Jeff.
Right.
Hey, I just hung up on him, but look, I want to bring up something real fast as you're fixing to walk out the door. You had brought up Robert Plant.
Mhm.
The cool thing is the other day I had the Honey Dippers playing, and everybody starts texting me, "What kind of crap is this?" I'm like, "Dude, do you not realize who that is singing?" And it took him a minute. And when I typed back the name, he didn't send anything back to complain. Once I told him who it was, he just saw the name, the Honey Dippers. What the crap am I listening to? Because it's really laid back.
Mhm.
But then once I sent who the singer was, he's like, he never sent me nothing ugly back. So it's kind of funny.
That's hilarious.
I figured I'd just throw that out there because you were saying that you liked his music, so that was just kind of a cool thing.
Oh yeah.
All right, y'all, we're gonna shoot off to commercial and get a couple pictures real quick before he gets out of here. I'm gonna throw our commercials up. We'll be back just as quick as we can to finish up the show. It is Just for Fun in the morning, and hey, it's always something with us. You just never know where we're going.
Hey, you know what day it is?
What?
Hump day.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we'll be
Mike,
we'll be back in a second. And don't play into Mike's bullcrap. He'll get us in trouble. We'll be back.
That compression was like messing with my ears. I was like, ugh. I gotta take this here out.
Yeah. And I was trying to kick it back a little bit, but then it started picking up way too much background noise. I got to do something with this chair.
Could hear that chair squeaking.
Man, that chair, it's only getting worse, man. Such a great chair to make noise. It's like Stinky Brad Pitt, right? I mean, it's like
Stinky Brad.
Yeah, that's always the joke. We talk about all the flaws that some of these people have. And they always say Brad Pitt, the most beautiful man in the world, has a VO problem. Well, I don't think he's the most beautiful. I'm just going by what People Magazine and all these other people talk about.
No.
It's me.
Don't we all have a BO problem? That's what deodorant's for.
Yeah. I mean,
Her problem is she tries to say bottle and loses the last couple of letters, so she has the VO problem, but it's only because
that's a personal hygiene problem.
Whatever.
All right,
Okay, let's see a
come
picture.
come get a picture with him.
We'll just stand in front of the Just for Fun sign.
Do I need to move?
Yeah.
No, but I need to move some.
You don't.
We've got to wear on camera. You'll see all my junk I've been piling up behind the desk.
You ready, sir?
Yes.
I don't think I have. Yeah.
Suck it, cut.
I'm not going to get that picture. Remember, I crop it out, Mike. 1, 2, 3. I'll get one more to be safe. Okay.
Let's say what everybody else is thinking.
Thank you.
Man, I appreciate you coming in. So
Thank
hopefully
you,
we'll
man.
see you again.
Yeah, dude. Shine.
Should I give Karen Joe's CD?
Oh, yeah, let me grab CDs.
Oh my God.
Well, I mean, if he's got another one, that way we have one, and if we see Joe, we'll give it to him. But if Joe makes it up there, he can get one.
Just leave those there and I'll give Denise some more.
Yeah, that way. Yeah.
I'll just give you guys a handful of them. Y'all can
Okay.
out.
That'd be all.
We'll be like
Make
caller
sure you
number
tell
3
people that we
that
have them at the store too, so they'll come see me at Gravity.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. We'll throw that out there
Promote that.
and say, hey, if you go to Gravity today,
Are you selling them or?
No, look, if
Hey,
somebody
can
comes
you
in
get
and
him
buys
to do this was Connor Pleasure, and you're listening to Just for Fun
Oh,
Radio.
we'll sell them. Okay, we'll sell them.
ooh yeah. Hey, can I get you to do something real quick before you walk out?
Connor, can I borrow you for 1 minute? I'd like you to
Yeah, it
do
won't take but a
Connor
second.
Pleasure, and you're listening to Just for Fun Radio clip. And it doesn't have to be perfect, Brandon. Just your voice really is over here. Yep. You want me to use mine?
It doesn't matter.
Here, use mine.
So, all right, what do you want me to say?
Hey, this is Connor Pleasure, and you're listening to Just for Fun Radio.
Just mute that real quick.
Here, look, we wrote it on the wall.
I go for it.
Hi, this. And,
I can edit it. Whatever you will do.
hey, this is Connor Pleasure, and you're listening to Just for Fun Radio.
Cool, man. Thank you very much. That just gives us
Is
a
that
little
one good?
sound
Is that
bite.
good? You want another one?
Yeah. Well, let's listen to it real quick.
Connor Pleasure, and you're listening to Just for Fun Radio. Hey, this is Connor Pleasure, and you're listening to Just for Fun Radio. Let's try one more. Okay. Hey, this is Connor Pleasure, and you're listening to Just for Fun Radio. I don't want to get that pause. Pause is weird. Okay.
I do because I make it shorter. But I did.
Or maybe, well, the last one's fine then, I guess.
Okay, we'll just listen again.
Hey, this is Connor Pleasure, and you're listening to Just for Fun Radio. Not that one, yeah, the one before.
Oh, well, I've already gutted that one. So here, we'll do
we'll
another
just
one.
Do it now. Do it.
Hey, 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 this is Connor Pleasure, and you're listening to Just for Fun Radio. Hey, 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 this is Connor Pleasure, and you're listening to Just for Fun Radio. It's kind of nice. It sounds like I'm laughing.
It's okay. Hell, everything around here is us laughing.
Perfect.
All right, brother. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
If you're coming back and you want to do a couple shows, like a couple of expenses,
Yeah.
let's call beforehand. I'll do it, Bridge.
Hey, this is Connor Pleasure, and you're listening to Just for Fun Radio.
All right, everybody. It's on video. You just got to witness us recording the a sound bite. So thanks for just sitting in with us. Y'all watch video because you like to be behind the scenes, and that is behind the scenes right there. You can't get you can't get any more behind the scenes than that, right? I mean, Mike, if we really,
yeah. When people ask for that, people are always saying, what goes on before, and it's like, well, watch the YouTube video.
well, typically they would never see that. That right there is a just for fun first, by the way.
Oh, okay. Good,
We've never, ever had a live soundbite done live.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you cats watching,
That's
you
pretty cool,
got to witness what goes on here, because what you don't realize is we start laughing. Like in the middle of stuff, you'll be like, hey, you're listening to Just for Fun Radio. And you're like, oh my God, did I just say that? And you get your laughing out. You have to get the laughter out. And by the time you get your laughter out about the third or fourth time, then you actually can do a good one.
You don't still have those outtakes you and I did.
God, yeah.
When you were
probably.
trying to work it, I was over here doing something.
I don't know.
And you kept looking at me, and then it was like, what are you looking at?
I have
Shut
no
up!
idea how I saved it though.
Probably outtakes, or this is why Mike has been fired, or something to go on.
No, you're working on it again though. You keep on.
Am I really?
No.
No, come on, man. I'm doing good this time.
I'm doing good this time. I love the fact that he's like, I'm doing good this time.
And plus, all the squares I bought are in February.
I'm trying to remember
I don't shoot.
how I saved them because I don't know if I just did oops. All right, now here's a couple of oops, and there may be some cussing.
Oh, there's some cussing.
So hang on.
Yeah, there's some cussing in the ones I'm talking about.
Hey, Aaron, guess who's going to be on the show September
You
30th?
fucked it up.
Oh,
You're supposed to say, "Hey, Dad."
Oh, hey, Dad.
You're supposed to be me, and I'm supposed to be you.
Okay.
thank God this is only on video. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Thank God that wasn't.
I miss them.
That was air. I know I do too. I miss them a
miss
lot.
them.
Hey, Tyler, man, it's time for lunch. Where do you want to go?
Hey, Scotty, I want to go to the Social House off of Main Street in Porterdale.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I heard about them, man. I heard they have brought Atlanta food right here to our community.
Yep. It's so good. The po' boy is my favorite.
Oh, man, I love the po' boy. Let me tell you something, the way that shrimp goes with that slaw. Let's do it. Let's go down there to the porterhouse. Jesus. You see what happens? You just get in those zones. But there's just two. I don't know where all of them are, but
Well, I like working down here in the studio.
yeah, when it's nobody here.
You can listen to music and you can
Yep.
work, and it's nice and calm and cold, and it's if you turn the lights down, it's very relaxing.
Yeah.
And you can get a lot of work done.
I tell you, man, there's been so many outtakes. It's crazy some of the stuff that has happened down here in the studio. You know what we should do is towards the last couple of days, we should do like some flashbacks
or
of
greatest hits, or
greatest
something, yeah.
stupid moments on Just for Fun and
Man.
talk about all the things that we remember.
My favorite picture is when the wrestlers were here and I was starting trash with them the whole time.
Yes.
And then we took a picture and there's about 10 of us back here.
Yeah.
And one of the wrestlers reached over and kind of shoved me, and then it was like on like Donkey
Yeah.
Kong. Everybody started fighting. It was great.
Yeah, man.
That's one of my favorite pictures.
I'm looking for some outtake stuff now.
It's one of my favorite ones.
Oh, is it?
Okay, so you now that you've Googled and fondled boy toy,
She walked him to the truck and gave him a goodbye kiss and fondle him.
You know what they call that, right? Cougar.
Anyway,
Yeah.
up at Karen's
Not counting that makes you a groupie. You know that, right?
Yeah. A groupie.
Yeah, I went to a show last night.
Yeah, and you come in with glitter on your upper half of your face.
Oh
The bottom,
my God!
bottom half of your face is
Where's the
clean.
glitter? I didn't catch it. Where's the glitter come from?
My eyeshadow has a little bit of glitter in it.
Oh, that is so stripper.
Jesus. Anyway, so up at Karen's, she's gonna have
Hey,
CDs.
we're not live
It's YouTube.
on the.
We're just YouTube.
Hang
Okay,
on.
well,
hang
on
on.
YouTube.
Hang on. We're going back. We're going back live in just a few seconds. Here we
Why are you
go.
being a meanie?
All right, we're back.
We're back. I just
So,
walked
go-
Connor and Karen to the truck. I have some CDs that we can give away. We can do some more games if we wanted to, or
gotta
she
use the
will
restroom,
have
too.
some CDs up at the store for $10.
Cool.
So
Now,
stop
what's the
by.
address? Do you know the address up there?
I usually do. Hold on one second.
I mean, you spend the majority of your time there. I figured.
1136 Dogwood Drive.
Oh, see, bam, just like that. That's what you're supposed to do.
I know. I'm like, I knew it. I knew it
I knew
because
it
I've
was
said
it.
it plenty of times.
I knew it. I read it. I wrote it down, then I read it.
But I'm double checking to
Really?
make sure that's what it is.
So what do they do? What's he going to be doing? Is he going to be playing, or is he just goofing?
Be hanging out with
Just
his
hanging
mama.
out? Well, that place is so cool because not only do they have all the supplies for homebrew and making still and all that other stuff. Oh man, I wanted to talk to her about some absinthe. I don't know if she can get it or should I just buy it. I was trying to get something like really nice for the January show of the World According to Mike. I'm gonna invite everybody. Gotta have a designated driver. And it'll be kind of like an RSVP thing. And we're all going to, 10, 15 people down here. We're going to drink some absinthe. And it's just so funny.
Don't be absent that day.
She's starting also to sell. She has some cast iron stuff.
Cool.
And after the first of the year, she'll have more just because the end of the year inventory and stuff.
The thing about up there too is you got to know is this isn't just like the retail stuff like you would get over at Walmart. This is the real stuff. Not only that, but the God, what do you call it? You don't call it herbs. She's got all the.
I mean, there's herbs you can grow.
Yeah.
Not the kind that other people.
That's why he said not
the cooking herbs.
Yeah. Well, is that what it's called? Is that the right term?
Sprout. I mean,
Well,
you
it's
can
got
do
all the
sprouts.
different
You can
flavors
do
and
kombucha. Is it? I think that's.
there are kids around here. Do not use language like that.
Oh my god! No, you can
Kama Sutra,
make some
Oh my God.
kombucha. You can make some cheese.
Scotty, what are they called?
Cider.
What's it called? The stuff that like you can have corn or blah, 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 additives. What would it be called?
Like
Ingredients?
Yeah, I guess
supplies.
Yeah, like
Move
they have like.
over to the next part of the conversation. We're hanging out way too long on this.
Well, no, because you go around that one corner. And then the whole place kind of changes. It
Right.
really changes twice. It's got all the homegrown stuff there, and then if you go to the other side, it's got all those beers on tap.
Mm-hmm.
And
She has 20 taps of different stuff, and then also, you can build your own 6-pack with like singles of stuff that you want to try.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
That's
that when you walk back into there, you walk past the bathroom. That whole wall right there is just singles, and you can build your own 6-pack.
That's an excellent idea.
Mhm.
That should be her call to fame. Seriously, build your own 6-pack with those type of beers.
Yes.
That's awesome. Is it a set price or is it by bottle?
It's by bottle.
Okay.
Because I mean, when you go up there and ring it up, you just
And the
pull
cool
each
thing is
individual
buying it
out.
by that, you get to try everything.
Yeah. So
Versus
if you
having
like,
to buy a 6-pack and go, oh my God, I didn't like that. And you've
and
got
most of them
5
you can,
beers left.
after you've tried it and you like that, most of them you can get a 6-pack of
six-pack.
just that one.
Yeah.
So,
I tell you what, the growlers too, man. Those are.
I'm hooked on Not Your Father's root beer. Good
Oh, man.
Lord.
that's one that she'll always have, a kind of root beer and a kind of cider and Kentucky bourbon.
Kentucky
ale.
bourbon, my wife's jealous because I
I-
came home with cider. She's like, I thought you said you brought home the Kentucky bourbon. I'm like, I'm
Y'all,
sorry.
Like about 2
Sounds like
weeks
Steph.
ago on a Friday, y'all cracked open a growler and just started pouring it. And I was like, hey, what's this? And it was like, whoa, I want more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was that
That was
Kentucky.
the
Was that
rye
what
on rye.
Was it?
That was rye on
Was it?
rye. Yeah.
Okay, I
It was
remember.
really good.
Because I know what I normally keep in the house.
Yeah.
I make
Yeah,
it
well,
sound
and
so bad.
she was like, heck yeah, I put it. I mean, if it wasn't opened, and it was at
Yeah.
least, I mean, it was at least a good month or so
Wow.
Oh,
that
it's
it was
still
on
fresh.
because it had been off tap for about a month or a month and a half,
Oh,
and it was still
perfectly
fresh as anything.
Yeah.
Off tap.
You know, the other thing about the big thing there is there's a lot of people that just pick up a thing of Bud Light or something like that, and they just drink it, and it tastes like
that's what I was going to
swill.
say, though, is what is your taste buds worth? What is your life worth to you? I put good shoes on my feet.
Right.
Why am I going to pour crap down my throat?
Yeah. I tell you what, some of those beers that are out there now, to me,
I mean, look, if you're
it's like
if
water.
if you're picky about drinking, well, I only drink Sprite.
Whatever.
I don't drink Sierra Mist.
Hmm.
Then why do you drink Budweiser?
Yeah.
Yuck, wiser, man.
I tell you, there's just nothing to it. And when you open up and go and try some of these things, you might try 5
Mhm.
and only like one, but that's the freaking
Well,
fun of it.
And she has a bunch of the seasonal beers on.
Yeah.
She just put one on the other day. I think Saturday. It's a graham cracker stout, and
Really?
yeah, and from what I believe, it's going pretty fast.
That sounds
pretty good.
Pretty good.
So you need to go try it. Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, that's the other thing too, is the little shot glass, and you can test the tap,
Mhm.
right? You can get a.
Each
Dude,
person can do
I
up
wish
to
the
10 of
Bunny
them.
Ranch would allow me to test the tap.
Do we have a bunny range here?
Jeez.
Do we?
I don't
Oh
know.
my gosh.
I'm willing to start.
Why did you just G's and you're looking it up on your phone though?
Yeah, you're the one with glitter on your face.
No, I
Glitter,
was
glitter.
whatever.
like-
What name do you dance by?
He asked about the Bunny Ranch. She picks up her phone to find out. She's Googling it.
No, I'm not. I'm texting somebody back.
Don't lie. You're Googling it.
Is it somebody you met last night?
No, it's my husband.
Somebody
Okay.
she met last night.
So your husband wants to know who you met last night.
No,
No,
Okay.
she met him behind the house.
Oh,
The kids were in the house.
what name do you dance by?
I don't.
I don't. Is that French?
God,
I dub to table 3.
really?
I don't. It's
don't?
right. It's right before him waving 100, and she says, "I do."
I did. I did, and I did. My sister, I didn't.
We're glad you and David are good sports. We're really glad David's a good sport because
Yeah,
he
you know-
allows us to have the fun we have with you.
Yeah,
Wait a
man,
minute, that sounded really
Yeah.
bad.
I tell you what, at the
Yay,
ice skating
thanks,
rink,
David.
ice skating ring, I went up to shake his hand and say hi. He was like, "What's up?" Hey, I was like, "Oh." Now, see her other husband. She's got like a 6-pack. She went and got singles. She
Oh
did-
my God.
Now, see her other husband.
Can
I
you
served
mute him?
No,
with. I served with him in the military.
you can't
so-
lean over. I'm kidding. So,
Wow.
anyways,
Lean
we're gonna
over.
get out of here. We're gonna change subjects. Now I'm lost with what the hell I was gonna talk about. But
Ain't it
yeah.
cool?
Oh, I was going to say this, man. Make sure y'all go check out White Brothers Automotives. You know, the thing I was trying to explain to somebody the other day is somebody goes, well, who are they? And I said, how about this? they are such great people that when you take your car to get fixed, you don't realize that the parts that's going on your car came from them. Does that make sense? Like
Yeah,
a lot of the
absolutely.
people are going, well, I've never really heard of them. Are they a small place? I'm like, they supply a lot of the parts that are going on your cars, and you don't know that. So you're getting your car fixed at so-and-so location, but the parts those people are using are
They
from
got
these
from-
guys.
Yeah.
So, when you're sitting there bragging about so-and-so worked on your car, well, just remember where the parts came from,
Yeah.
So I just want to throw that out there as a plug for White Brothers. They have 3 locations, Forest Park, I think it's Jonesboro, Forest Park area, then Stone Mountain, and then here in Conyers. Gino, that's the man to go see.
Mm-hmm. We see him up at Gravity
Gene Waters.
So
that's like singing Muddy Waters, right? Gene Waters.
Hey, tonight we got Tech Talk with Alex, don't we?
Is it Tuesday? Yes, it is.
It's Tuesday, yeah. Is he on tonight?
I guess. I haven't talked to him.
I haven't either. Yeah,
But the good thing about him, I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah,
He's
he
here.
has- he hasn't been
I
bashing
never
me or
have to
anything.
worry about him not showing up.
God, I really wish I could get off my butt and come up here and bug him during the show. That'd be great. Has he got any guests? Because God, when it's just him, it's like pulling teeth, man. It's like watching a dental surgery on your knee.
You do know we're trying to get people to listen to the show, and you're
Well,
bashing it.
I see. That's why I explained it to Alex too. Is by me doing that, people will listen to the show.
Really?
That's all
some
they
people,
do, though.
Some
They
people
bash
may.
each other.
Some people may go, that sounds a little
No,
boring.
no, they don't, man. Because I'm the guy that if I pick a football team, if you want to make money, pick.
Let
the
me
other
show you
team.
the difference of Alex and Mike. Alex shows up, shakes hands with everybody, make sure that everybody knows Alex, is the host of Tech Talk on Just for Fun Radio. He plugs the hell out of everything. And Mike does too when Mike's there.
That was a good attempt at slamming me, but
But you're picking on Alex.
well, he's
That's
a
all they
wanker.
do, though. They
And he
do
like
that.
made sure he took pictures of me and him sitting at the bus, and
Oh boy, whatever.
And at the birthday party.
He's a wanker, and you know it.
he pulled the greatest stunt of all. Everybody was giving me Star Wars stuff, and he gives me a super friggin' amazing Star Trek card.
They're all
And he
the same.
thinks he's being a punk, and has no idea that he actually gave me one of the coolest cards of Star Trek. It's really cool. And it's black velvet. And he made sure he made the joke that it's black velvet, but it's actually a kick-ass card. Because Star Trek started it all.
Oh yeah,
But,
68?
Something like that.
Yeah. You can
Star Trek was the bomb, man.
On Kodai, you can go back. The first couple of ones didn't have Kirk on it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, the first
I need
couple
to
of
go back
ones
and watch
wasn't William Shatner. It was the other guy, blonde-headed dude.
I don't know. I have to go look and see.
Let's see.
What are you
Can-
correcting me for? We're at 9:56.
No, I'm
4
not.
minutes.
I was going to say, if give one more CD away, the first caller that gives the correct name of his album that we're giving away.
Okay, y'all just heard that.
So, first caller that says or tells us what the name of the CD we are giving away is gets a CD. So,
So with
Come
that being
on.
said, well, no, I was going to play some of Mike's outtakes, but I think we cussed. We can only do that.
They were,
We can only do that after the show and it be on video.
They
So
were
we
verbal.
still have 3 minutes left of this,
They
and
were
then
verbal.
we'll get cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And listen, I don't know what the last day of the year is, by the way.
It's-
Don't tell me the date. I said day. I don't know what the day is.
it's next Thursday.
So is it Thursday?
Yes.
Okay. So next Thursday's show, God, we got to do a show
Yep.
that day and stay up all night.
All
Jesus
right.
Christ. Just for fun.
Fight or flight.
You're the
Yes.
fourth caller, sir. We were trying to get the first.
Yeah, we're trying to get we've already given it away.
I move slow in my old age. You know how
Yes,
it is, Scott.
yes. You are the
Or you'll
winner.
know in 2 days.
And we got another one coming in, so you are the winner, though.
You're a wiener.
Awesome. Yeah, I've been told that.
Anyway.
I've been told I was a wanker.
All right, hang on. Let me see who this next caller is. Caller, who do we have?
This is Jacob from Tulsa.
Jacob. Jeff beat you out by just a couple of seconds.
What's the name of it,
that
though?
lanky, no good. Beep, beep. Fight or flight.
Do what?
Imagine that.
We may have to
Fight or
just
flight.
since Jacob's calling is the longest distance phone call,
We'll
the
go
furthest,
ahead
we
and-
may have to send him one.
We'll
too.
send you one.
Yeah.
Awesome. Make sure to come down and pick it up.
Yeah.
All right, Jeff's on the phone call too, Jacob. Say that again, Jeff.
All right. Hey, how's it going, mate? Hey, Jacob, you need to come down and pick it up yourself. Okay, I'll be down in March. I'll be able to do that.
That's right.
We'll
That's
hold
right.
it.
Hold on to it.
Yeah, we'll try to hold it like me try to hold P at a friggin' movie.
Oh my God.
Hey, that's not good.
Yeah, Jacob, you'll need to
Make sure
text
when you
me
come down-
your address and everything so we can mail this thing to you.
Make sure if you come down, you wear your rubbers.
Oh,
It's
God,
raining
Jeff.
here.
All right, you two. I'm going to hang up on both y'all. We got to close the show down. All right, bye.
All right, shut up, Mike. Y'all tomorrow. Free sick night.
Free Suge Knight.
Oh, Lord.
You got to shut up.
He
Mike
got to
in
set
there,
up
too.
Mike in there too, didn't he? That was awesome. So yeah, we'll have to get Jacob's address and mail on that CD. All right, man. Tech Talk tonight. Tomorrow, the show Twat comes on at 7. What?
Alex,
I have decided I cannot stand having that name for the show because
Yeah, I
I
don't
think
like
it's irritating for the people that like. Hi, my name's Mike. I run Twat. I mean, and it's TWAT, the world according to Mike.
Yeah.
But it just unfortunately comes out as TWAT. It sucks that it just happens to do that.
Well, Alex texted me and he said, Mike, and I mean this in all sincerity, I never want you on my show. So
When did he say that?
just now.
That's a lie.
So I said, okay. I
That's
said,
a
why? He
lie.
said, I annoy him. So
You
I said, I said, that kind of hurt my feelings.
two
but hey,
are like
in
the
all
TV
sincerity-
movie or whatever, the movie Grumpy or Old Men.
Alex said, because you annoy people. No,
Yeah.
I don't. You annoy me. That's enough.
Well, screw it.
All right, y'all. We're out here. It's 10 o'clock.
World According to Mike on Wednesday nights.
And on video, hang on because we're fixing to do a couple of the outtakes real quick.
Funny
So if
stuff.
you're on video, do not disappear. We're going to have some stupid outtakes on video. Anybody that's listening from the phone app, listening to the show, make sure you go check out the video here in another hour or so, and you'll get to hear some of these outtakes. We will see you guys on the flip side. Thanks for tuning in to Just Fun Morning. Just for Fun Radio in the morning.
What day is it?
Hump day.
Hump day. Mike,
All right,
Mike,
guys.
Mike.
We'll see y'all later.
Bye.
Shockaroo!
All right, everybody on video, hang tight. We're just gonna do some friggin'
Now, are these the ones for when I was working and you were trying to do some sound bites?
yeah, these are a little bit of just everything.
Cool.
So let's get stupid for a minute because these are just funny. So we were trying to do let me pull back up a few minutes. We were trying to do stuff like man, I can't find it now, but we were trying to do stuff like Tyler was going to have a sound bite, Mike was going to have a sound bite. Here's one that was an ad that I was working on, I think.
Off of
Oh,
Main
never
Street
mind. That's the one we've already
Portage.
done. So then, here we go. Here's some outtakes of Mike, right? Hey, DJ Scotty here with Just Fun Radio. And let me tell you something. We are now approaching 2016. 2016 means you need to take your business to the next level, the next step. Chris Baker Graphic, Web, and Video is here to make you look better. If anytime anybody's going to look at you and they're going to punch you, they're going to they're going to punch Kid Rock in the nose. They're going to suck Mike's pee.
Oh.
Hey, DJ Scotty right here with Just for
I had
Fun
to
Radio.
stop
I want
that
to tell
one.
you about this really cool cat. That is Chris Baker. Make sure you go check out www.chrisbaker.xyz. And I'm telling you, you're going to get what you need to step your business up into the 2016. I'm telling you, you need to get with this guy to get this. You need to punch Mike in his ass. You need to donkey punch him, suck his penis. Hey, DJ Scotty here with Just for Fun Radio. And let me tell you something. A lot of the stuff is done on the net nowadays. Everybody's going to your website. Everybody's looking at how you look. I'm telling you, it's 2016's coming up. You need to make sure that you have your graphics, your webs, your video, all your good stuff taken care of on your site. Chris Baker is the man. Go check out his website at chrisbaker.xyz. You motherfucker. DJ Scotty here with Just for Fun Radio. And let me tell you about this cat, Chris Baker. Oh my God, his graphic, web, and video designs are incredible. Go check out Chris Baker at
So I cut that one off.
Sucker.
I didn't cut it off.
He has large foreskin. He was sitting like this, making faces at me as I'm trying to do it.
It looks like a snail.
Jesus Christ. When he
That's so
pulls it
funny.
back, it looks like a snail. I mean, what happens is you're trying to do them and you get the giggles. And then whoever's sitting in front of you is making fun of you.
Well, I'm gonna have to do something like that because I'm telling you.
Oh, okay.
This
Here's
is
one.
Steve Hill. And I'm going to be doing a radio show with my little girl, Erin. And you'll be listening. No, let's do it again. And you're listening to Just for Fun Radio. And the radio show is called I just fucked that up. Let's try it again.
No, but when you freaking mess up, you don't like go back to your normal voice.
That's
and say, I
this is
messed
my
up.
normal voice, and that's not funny. And I'm saying that it's called Electric Radio, but he was talking so you couldn't hear it.
Make sure you say
It's called
Wednesday 7.
Electric Radio, Wednesday 7
That's
to
not
9.
it.
Oh, because it's the drugs that makes me feel like this. It's called Electric Radio. It's called it again.
He couldn't get it right.
It's called Electric High, 7 to 9, Wednesday night on Just for Fun Radio. Hey, Aaron, guess who's going to be on the show September 30th?
You fucked it up. You're supposed to say, hey, Dad.
Oh, hey, Dad.
You're supposed to be me, and I'm supposed to be you.
Hey, here we go.
Oh, I'm saying. Isn't that just, it's funny when you listen to the outtakes.
Oh, Lord.
I'm looking for, it's just so funny. I can't find all of them and I don't know why, but it's just funny. We've got so many. And I would love to play like some of the really good outtakes, but it's kind of hard. You can't play some of these while you're doing the show because they're so
vulgar.
Oops,
Mm-hmm.
Can
Go to bloopers.
Watch this one.
Hey, this is DJ Scotty
The Queen Bee.
and the sidekick urging you to always pull out
or use protection. You don't want a boy to pop out that looks like him.
Hi, I'm Ricky Bobby, and I'm Cal Naughton Jr., urging you never to travel to Tijuana.
Rubbing is racing.
If
you
I
ain't
want to go
first, you're last.
I want to go fast.
What the hell is wrong with the two of you?
All right. Hey, this is DJ Scotty. Just to let you know that we do stuff up at Six Ways to Sunday, located over here in Conyers in the Queen Bee's a stupid fat cunt. You're laughing.
Because you're distracted.
Down. It's Just for Fun Radio.
Hi, I'm Ricky Bobby, and if you don't chew Big Red, then fuck you.
All these are just outtakes of people being stupid.
This is a warning from Just for Fun friggin' Radio.
What the hell? What response do I give after that kind of warning? That's not the commercial we were doing.
You know, it's true. Size does matter, and these shades do have the power.
Yeah, people joke about my gold shades and how I have power in the shades. He put on the big shades. He says size really does matter.
Just like everything else when it comes to me and you. Mine's bigger.
It's the first time in your life you can say that, though. I did just for fun. This next one is ultimately the worst blooper ever. Like, there was all of us sitting in the room back in the day of doing the night show, and we were trying to do these. Watch this. This is the worst one ever.
Live at the Just for Fun board meeting.
No, that's mine.
Well, why the fuck did you tell me to do it?
No, I said I was
She's
going to
do
do
the fucking intro.
I'm fucking offended.
I don't give a fuck. See, this is what really happens.
Well, welcome to Just for Fun fucking radio.
No fucking shit.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I'm not fucking
can you
kidding
do this?
How do you keep saying fuck?
I don't know. You won't shut the fuck up and stop saying
Crystal,
it.
are you going to fucking let him talk to me that fucking
We're
way?
not bound by that motherfucking FCC, so we
Now
can
you
say
shut
fuck.
the fuck up and let's do these
Why
fucking
you
commercials.
who fucking farted? Oh my God. Just all right, everybody. Everybody was still watching. Those were only for YouTube. Those were the outtakes from several years ago, back when Just for Fun first started. Back when cussing was normal for us. on the show, and we exercised our right of freedom of speech. So I hope we didn't hurt any feelings, but that's where we were back then.
If we did, we did it just for fun.
Yeah, man. And I find it funny because so many people say that what's funny is most of these people cuss. They say they just don't want to hear us say it, which drives me cuckoo because
everybody's doing it.
Yeah, you're cussing, you're dropping the F-bomb, but you don't want to hear us do it. So
it happens.
It happens, man.
Kind of like, you know what? But I have
spiff.
Tribal crap.
But watch this.
Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Let me hear you.
So I mean, we had so many just insane, stupid outtakes. I mean, we just did stupid
did
stuff.
It just for fun, X-rated.
And there was, where did it say that?
Go down, right there.
Watch. Let's see what this says.
Hey, this is DJ Scotty with Just for Fun Friggin' Radio. Oh, sorry, your turn.
Damn, you got loud again.
I'm sorry. They say I do that.
You know, speaking from experience, not everybody wants to hear those noises, Scotty.
How you doing?
Don't you ever look at me and say that again while licking your lips.
Fuck you. I did it just for fun.
So again, you guys, we just used to have so much stupidity fun, and it's like a frat house. We would get in here and we would just do stupid clips, man, and it happened. There's nothing you can do about it. It just kind of happened, and all I can do is apologize. I mean, truthfully, that's all I can do is apologize. So we're gonna get out of here, everybody. We hope we gave you a couple of behind-the-scenes giggles. We will be doing kind of a show at the end of the month just to kind of talk about,
stuff
that we've pulled off all year long.
Stuff.
I'm over here popping my back, man. My masseuse came over yesterday, fixed my shoulders and stuff. So I feel good. No happy ending though.
On that note, see y'all later.
All right, you guys. We love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Just remember the last few minutes, you've just been seeing some outtakes and some bloopers of stuff that's happened over the years. We'll see you guys later. Y'all have a good day.
Why did you just flick them off?